And I'm going to go ahead and change scenes. Unmute.
You don't need to be there like, no,
Hello.
Hello.
I just feel like I'm catching people doing things that aren't no good.
Lena
good to
wants
see
to
you,
put
everybody.
a god in a bag of holding.
Whoa, that I just said you suggested it, and I was like, then we would know if they needed to breathe. That's all I said.
I mean, some do, some wouldn't.
Because what if they lie to you? This is like how you could test.
Do you have any particular gods in mind?
Get in, just whatever one we meet, whatever one we see first.
The first god
We don't have a bag of holding yet, so it'd be whatever one we meet after we get a bag of holding.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's not right. Yeah, we couldn't do it until then. Hey, are we going to a magic item store or anything anytime soon? They get us sell.
Okay, so we'll get started with the episode in a minute, and then we can decide where we go.
Buy one health potion, get one bag of holding.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find the pack merchant.
When me and some friends, we played an offline Curse of Strahd game, and we used a bag of holdings full of twig blights to help kill Strahd.
Nice. That's good.
Nice.
That's good. You just threw them at him. That's
we had
good.
100 twig blights in a bag of holding.
They don't need to breathe,
Staff that you can control them with. And one guy opened up the bag, was like, kill Strahd, and 100 twig blights came out.
That's amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, hey, you find those non-breathing enemies, you throw them in there. That's a good use.
Stick them in.
So, has anyone got anything they want to shout out, or should we get started with some D&D? Okay, then.
There's nothing going on in the D&D world, Joe. There's nothing to talk
No,
about. What are you talking about?
Quiet times,
Let's
between
play some
books.
D&D.
Who would like to do the recap then, as we get into the episode? If there
No one else,
anyone,
I will do it if nobody else wants to.
Do it.
Sounds like me.
the plunge.
And I'm gonna eat Mark.
I'm going to eat my mic to do it. I'm just trying to pass Joe's because he says, here's the recap again. Recap for 2 hours. Just like, right, okay, hang on. On our previous adventure, we discovered that the one who had poisoned the world tree was among the Olympians. This information would be put to rest for a moment as we focused on our next goals. Most of our goals were northward, so we set out in that direction. We have many goals this way. Find the human from Draven's vision, hunt the shadows in the north, create a portal to the Grey Sisters to discover the fate of the fates, to find creators of magical artifacts, or just to grow in strength to appease the gods. We passed by berserkers from the Bear Clan with hope to achieve peace between their people and the Amamanat. I can't say that word. But it's like
Mushroom
penguins.
guys.
Yeah.
You can just say
But
mushroom
that
guys,
challenge
that's fine.
might, mushroom guys. But that challenge may take a while, a little longer than we thought. For now, we go north. That was it.
You've just.
I didn't
set
realize
out
that was in
on the
first
shift.
person. I would have done a different voice.
No, that's okay. Hey, look, maybe that was you. Maybe that was kind of a future character that's looking back at the part. I don't know.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
You've just left away from the shifters after dealing with the bear shifters and the berserker clan
I
there.
forgot about those guys.
You
Fuck those guys.
didn't get on with them for sure, and set your sights
Not
northward
so much.
into the lands of Burka and those nations of the north. You have a series of different means to follow. Whether you work with the god Freya, whether you find magic items, whether you find the truth of what happened to the fates. You have all of these ideas, but most things rest northward from you. And so that is the path you take. So, heading northward, out into the world, you find yourselves not long past before you start moving past an obelisk. One of the ones which surround that area which you're currently located in, which causes the woodlands around you near the route to Alfheim to grow tall. And for those of Midgard birth, I would say roll me just a straight wisdom religion check to see what these obelisks really do.
Wisdom. Okay, so this will be
Religion.
+4 from this.
All right.
Oh,
Wisdom
it's
religion.
pretty
27?
Oh wow, okay.
All right, calm down, Eltrin.
It's probably be for the Midgardians because it's not something that you necessarily read up. But for you, Eldred, you'd understand that, and I imagine Willoughby, you could probably decipher this based on the fact of your nature, that Juno does not with the nat one.
But Joe, I do gain inspiration on
You're
an ability check.
you're
that
true.
I roll next time.
That is
Every
true.
time I roll a natural one, I get inspiration. So I'm gonna make it
True. You know that these obelisks are designed not to keep anything out necessarily, but to actually prevent the growth of the woodlands to spread further. The proximity to the route to Alfheim causes the vegetation here to grow tall and grow thick and kind of take over a lot of the land. So the obelisks were kind of built up really to stop it from growing too far elsewhere and to stop Alfheim bleeding into this realm. And so,
what kind of plants? Why do they want to stop them?
With your role, I'd say it's mostly a means of just kind of preventing any kind of other realms' vegetation from dominating the vegetation on this side, to a point where if Alfheim was kind of left unchecked on this side of it, the root might cause trees to just burst through cities and burst through towns and eventually just grow and grow and grow before nature starts taking over. An endless woodland would grow across all the land, which is not necessarily a terrible thing, but to the gods they prefer not. So the moment you step out of the obelisk's range, you can see where the grass, almost like it's been cut fresh, grows less green, and kind of you walk into kind of fields and kind of lesser lands, passing out of this great woodland. The moment you step past the obelisk. They hum very softly, kind of creating like a vibrating noise. But this is very much the markings of going north. The question is, the journey northward is one which you can take via the plains or via the mountainous kind of hillsides. Probably less so mountainous and more so very tall hills. Jagged ones. But you can decide if you want to take the plains route or you want to go that route.
What, are we all interested in making this a more complicated and just difficult journey for ourselves? Or do we want to take the flat plains? Because I'm seeing all of you looking at the mountains.
I feel like I have pretty good calf strength already. I don't need to walk up and down hills all the time. I'm okay to take the plains.
Pretty good calf strength, so you could handle.
I could, but also the thing is, it's do the easy one. Do you know what I mean? Am I trying to make things difficult just to make it difficult? That's just stupid, right? You take the opportunity you have.
Zappelli's a very hardy horse. He'll be fine wherever we go. But I trust the words of our master map maker. If Willoughby says plains, I say we go plains. He's the ones who knows these lands.
Issue with the plains.
What's
It
that?
would be nicer to the horses no matter what, so
It
sure.
seems like whenever we travel commonly traveled routes, we end up bumping into someone who wants to give us something to do, and then we spend about 2 weeks helping them with it. So, there's also an argument that if we take the plains, we're going to end up having a lot more detours on the way north.
It's
You can
kind
also
of
say,
weird.
Sorry, we're headed somewhere.
I have this feeling, honestly, that if we were to not do the plains and take the jagged, the tall hills and the mountains, I have this weird feeling that we would have the same number of random people asking us to help as if we had taken the plains. It's weird. I don't know. I just have this do you know what I mean? Sometimes you get a good feeling about things. I feel like we would get interrupted either way, is what I'm saying.
Either we go hills, mountains, most likely mutants, or plains and terrible people.
All people are kind of terrible sometimes.
Why do you pick everything I say?
Willoughby just starts walking towards the place.
All right. Yep. Oh, no
Flatlands.
giants. Okay, that's fair.
Easier
That's fine.
on our legs.
Yeah.
We'll see what we run into.
I promise not to ask people if they have any things that need doing. Just kind of cooling off the Willoughby.
I don't really promise that. I like to talk to people. I might not do what they want me to do, but I like to know things.
You're like me. You like to ask questions and be chatty.
I just like to know things. The thing is, sometimes it's going to come in handy later. And if I didn't ask somebody, then, maybe I don't have that knowledge when I need it. I like to know stuff.
You choose the plain side. You stay away from the hills, moving so that you can pass through the kind of grasslands here. It's not entirely flat lands, but it is, once you get past the first kind of portions of the hills, you come away from the obelisk. The lake's over towards the east side, and you can kind of just spend your portion going north, heading kind of the slow but assured route that will lead you kind of, at least this way you can kind of see for a couple of miles ahead of you. You would notice that the road down here is probably less traveled. There's no kind of designated pathway. There is obviously portions which people would have probably traveled up and down, but it's not a frequented path. Most of the south spends its time in the south, and most of the north spends its time in the north. Only rare travelers really pass by these lands and head in either direction. So for the most part, your journey northward is one filled with the surroundings of only nature. It'll probably take you a few nights to get closer to civilization. Is there anything
Could you
you'd like
tell
to do?
me how many nights specifically we spent?
I can, yeah. Don't mark them off just yet, because in case you do anything beforehand. But to get from where you are, which is roughly here for your eyes, up towards this section, is probably 3 nights, I'd say.
Okay.
Of traveling most of the day. Okay. Is there anything you would like to do on the way there?
No, I think I'm good.
I think we should stay
specific.
the course. We're doing a great job so far not getting distracted.
Mm-hmm. I think like maybe.
Oh, hey, what's that? I'm just joking. There was nothing there.
I think it would just be like making idle conversation. Juno would be sort of like training and sort of meditating and stuff as they go, sort of like finding moments to rest.
Okay.
I definitely, this is all like, there's no civilization or anything like that's probably Burka that we're heading to.
Yeah,
like, that's
it's
going to be the closest place.
Any form of like civilization would be small farmlands owned by kind of individuals. It's independent kind of lands. Maybe occasionally very small hamlets, but ones which you'd probably see and pass by more so. Anyone who's surviving out here is doing so off the kind of skin of their own back.
No protection from like a local force or anything.
Exactly.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. So as long as you stay on the path, you wouldn't really necessarily, or your road forward wouldn't necessarily get distracted. Most of the hamlets avoid interacting with you. Occasionally, maybe you'd see someone on kind of passing by them, but with your intent to push forward. If they don't say anything to you, you probably wouldn't say anything back to them. But idle chit chat away, spending a couple of nights on the road. On midway through your second day,
Here it is.
you would come closer to a more standalone obelisk. Around here, you see near a woodland, a sparse woodland, tall oak trees, but thinner ones near it, overshadowed by the greater trees around them. But not necessarily a woodland that is dense enough to get lost in, just one that you'd be passing through naturally. You would see this massive obelisk going into the sky, maybe twice as high as the others, nearly reaching the clouds, standalone. It's not adjacent to any of the others, and you can see it a good few miles off when you're walking towards it. It stands tall with like a black obsidian stone, and doesn't hum. It seems to just stand as a great monolith into the sky. You'd be passing through going that journey, as it is on your way northward. And it's not long before you start coming closer to it. Aiming to pass beneath the woods here. Divert my attention if you are doing anything else, but when you get close enough, you can hear an almost wisping sound. Everyone roll a perception check to hear.
16.
Perception.
No, only 12.
24.
24. 24 as well. Nice. 24 would be enough not only to hear, and the 16 is enough to hear this as well. You can hear almost like a silent blizzard, or not necessarily silent, sorry, like almost like an invisible blizzard coming from within the monolith. It feels like it's almost trapped, like a snow globe. You can hear the whispering sounds of it pushing against it, almost like if the world had enclosed the blizzard within four walls. And you hear the. But with the 24, you can also hear just ahead of you, maybe 100 or so feet away, the sound of digging. And people shouting to each other. Just check the language. Does anyone speak Giant?
Raven does.
Draven.
Lena does.
And Lena. You would hear in Giant. Just keep digging. We don't know how deep we need it to go. Just keep digging them down. And then you hear kind of slightly less. Well, technically, you would... This is just Draven, sorry, because you didn't roll a perception check high enough. It's you, Draven, that can make these words out. You can hear that. And you hear kind of just a very slow voice say, "Oh no, it can grow much larger than that. Keep digging then. Get down deep into the ground." You hear another one go, "I'm digging as far as I can." Kind of an argument coming up ahead from just beneath the obelisk area.
And Draven will pass that along.
All right. Well, we're not getting distracted by digging, eh?
What's the How come this one looks different than the others?
Would I know?
I'll let you roll a Arcana or Religion check. Your choice.
With Draven's backstory involving things that are trapped inside of objects and obelisk-like things, is there anything that he could roll to surmise if there's a living entity inside of it?
I will allow you to roll. Yeah, give me an Arcana check. This isn't necessarily something you know about, but you could probably try and ascertain some information from it.
Cool.
Mine's
15.
15 religion, intelligence, 19 religion, wisdom.
Okay.
And in which you're going.
Let's say 19 religion then. For your one, Draven, it does seem to be an imprisonment of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there's a living being in there or not, hard to say. But
Yeah.
it's definitely sealed, whatever's inside, and it's thriving or writhing, if you will. It's clashing against each of the sides. Eldred, at the very least, you would know the obelisks, using your prior knowledge of them as well by Alfheim, they're usually there as an entrapment of some kind. They have a special kind of, almost like a spell focus. They're there to continue a spell, to allow a spell to be maintained without any god's interference. But they're usually designed to be in kind of a circular formation, or they're designed to at least connect to others. It's peculiar to have one out here like this, and you don't recall anyone mentioning one being in a solo area.
The other obelisks we passed were sort of a fence for the vegetation before. The magic kept the vegetation contained so it doesn't spread all over Midgard. But this one's not part of that, and it seems like it's by itself much bigger. So I'm not sure what this one is actively
think
doing.
there's
I
something
hear
entrapped
stuff
in there.
inside.
Yeah.
Whooshing.
Would
There's
Willoughby know if this
something.
obelisk was something that was here back when he was a human?
It was not.
He wasn't. This is new.
Does it have any like carvings on it or anything? Like, is it just
Yeah, how
a
close
straight
are we?
obsidian, like smooth obsidian?
Yeah, you're within like a good 100 feet. Like the sound's coming from below the obelisk. You're within sight now. You could do a perception check.
Let's get closer and look. So it's like it wasn't here the last time you were here, Willoughby. Like
Wasn't here when I was a human.
wasn't here when you were here.
I'm gonna start walking closer to it.
Okay.
Sure, me too.
Yeah, I'll go with Eldritch.
21.
21. As you start
Can
moving
I
closer.
also?
Yep.
22.
I don't know how this works.
Now how it
Can I
works.
also? Sorry. I'm not really trying to stealth, but my cape allows me to like make a check to detect a creature's heartbeat within 40 feet. Like, can I also just see if anything is closer to us and hidden with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. You can like detect heartbeats with that.
Sure. Okay.
Is it an action?
It says it's an action. Yeah,
Yeah.
to make a perception
been an
check
action.
against there. All right. So an 18 for that one.
I'll do it based on like a passive one for them then. If you're getting closer, you'd start to feel a heartbeat coming from northward just below the obelisk. But other than that, maybe the occasional small heartbeats of birds and small kind of fauna around the area. With those perception checks, as you get closer and get 60 feet closer, 40 feet away from the base, you can see that this is perfectly smooth. It's been carved almost like ice in the way that it's just been perfectly cut, shaped on both sides. As you get closer as well, you can see it almost hovers a few feet above the base, which is a series of kind of circular platforms.
It hovers?
It hovers.
I don't think. Did the other ones do that?
No.
About this.
This is different too. Well, none of our business.
None of our business.
Okay.
Are you okay, Juno?
I'm going to. I'm going to look for a rock.
If that's what everyone wants, if everyone wants to carry on and move
You hear
past.
Draven. How
Let's,
much deeper?
yeah.
Can I hear it when
I
I'm
really want to know what's going on.
At this point, yeah.
I'm very
I know you do.
curious.
I believe there were Jotun having a conversation over there. Are you comfortable satiating some of our curiosity and then going about our business if we do not see it fitting our moral compass?
We just want, you want to know what they're digging for.
I don't, but I'm
I
sure
want to
one
know
of
what's
us
the-
does.
I'm going to.
And also what this obelisk is. It wasn't here when Willoughby was here. Aren't you a bit curious about
How
what
long
it
ago
is
was
and-
that?
Like,
Yeah, but surely it's still
400
interesting.
Oh my
years?
god.
Centuries.
I walk
Yeah,
towards
400
the
years.
voices.
as we
You're in
get
a
closer
hole,
to the
I'll just
I
put 'em
would
in the
have
hole.
I would have left. I would have left.
We're not
You
even
ask
being
questions.
asked to do anything. We're just looking for it. Okay.
as we get closer to the obelisk, I just
taken
kind of
the
want to pick up a rock and skip it like under it because it's hovering and just be
Oh,
like,
you're not close
do you
enough for
know what I
that. You're 40 feet away still into the woodlands. As soon as you get into range,
okay, they'll
we
see
start a
us.
different conversation. You can hold on to the rock for that ready.
Yeah,
If you want to
I'm
stealth,
gonna
you
pick
can.
up a rock.
Sorry,
And
it's
I
because
think I
we're at
will
range right now,
stealth.
based on
Yeah,
what
yeah.
everyone's saying. I just have to kind of go one bit at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
I'll
grab onto the
stealth
rock.
too. I'll kind of
You can only
hang
really tell
back
it's
a little
hovering
bit.
from the range you're at now because you're a fair bit away.
Got it.
But yeah, walking forward, you'd be entering into
I will hide.
an opening beneath the obelisk. And there, about probably 40 feet wide, 70 feet long, and only about 15 feet deep at this point, is a massive hole in the ground.
I want Draven's going to disguise self to make his armor look like robes and his sword look like a cane.
Okay. Okay. You'd be coming out of the woods and across on the other side of this massive hole, which is at the base of the monolith. As you kind of come out of it now as well, you can see where the kind of ringed formation that holds at the bottom of the monolith and where it's floating, only probably 10 feet off the base of it. But beneath that, this massive hole dug into the ground with dirt. On the opposite side, well, I'll let you roll a perception check to begin with. Give me a perception check just for sight as you kind of enter into the area.
Yeah.
I'm falling about 30 feet behind Draven.
Okay.
23.
Kind of off to the side.
Okay.
18.
With your 23, you can make out on the other side is a very small creature, probably about 5 foot tall, kind of leaning over into the pit, and that's the one that's going, "Come on!" Not really helping the others, but with your number high enough, you can kind of see into the pit itself. You can see 2 creatures, one kind of ganglia and tall, about 13 feet tall. Long, digging with its claws, long hair, broad jaw. And another one, similar height, maybe a foot less, but much weightier, denser, big kind of bulbous creature with lots of almost like venom kind of peering through its body. Almost like the veins under its skin are kind of almost pulsating a little bit with warts all over it. And you see both these creatures are digging with their claws, trying to make as much of a deep hole as possible. And with your roll being so high, you can see right in the center between them, as small as the one across the way, but it's waist high with a beer belly against the dirt, waist high in the dirt itself. Hands on its hips, you can see another creature. Similar in looks to the others, though a little bit different. Sighing and watching them dig this hole around it. You can see the dirt around its waist has been compacted. And that's one saying, "I don't know. I would go deeper." And then the one across the way from you opens its eyes up towards you. "Lads, we've got company." And kind of stands up.
No. If nobody else says anything, June will be like, "Hey, no
come out the
problem
woods
here." Yeah, I mean, if they've seen us and like,
Are they
we're making our way forward.
giant, or is this common at this point?
This one's just said, "We got company in giant."
Yeah, June doesn't understand it, so she's just like, but can see that this guy's obviously like startled and stuff. So
You see the
Draven's the closest, right?
yeah.
I'm going to mentally ask Draven, "You know what they're saying?"
Yes, they are probably doing something suspicious because they said we got company.
They said
That can be
we
a
got
nice
company.
thing to say. Okay.
I mean,
You sweet Midgardian child. Sure.
we've not heard like Draven speak Jotun, but you did say that you could hear them. You said that they were speaking in Giant,
Yeah,
right?
you've heard me speak giant. I spoke giant to the person in the bar. A while ago, we met a Jotun in a bar.
Yeah, cool. In that case, yeah, like if they're speaking Jotun, I might be like, look, yeah, I'd be looking to. I was gonna I forgot that I knew that. Otherwise, I was gonna be like, hello, do you speak common? But yeah, we know that you speak Giant, so.
You see the ganglia one with the long arms and the muscular body, the 12, 13 feet tall one, climbs out of the pit, kind of pulls himself out, comes over. You can see he's kind of arching his body forward, green skin with these kind of great big, kind of almost scaly-like warts on his skin. Push them, goes,
Oh, good God.
and in giant. "Who are you, old timer?"
I am a nosy stranger who heard motion over here and came to check in. The strange obelisk made me wonder if any of you were either in danger or committing a crime. So
what if we are?
in danger or committing a crime, I said two things.
What if we're the other thing you said?
Oh, committing a crime.
Yeah.
Draven, what is he saying?
They're criminals. So,
Okay.
what are you like burying these people?
No,
Oh,
just one.
which one?
What's it to you?
I'm nosy. I led with that.
The little one. And he points down to the one who's waist high. We're going to dig him all the way under. So go about your business.
Is he innocent? Is he guilty? They want to
He's
kill the tiny
guilty.
one.
Oh. Are they going to bury them alive?
They want to
under
bury
the
the
obelisk?
small one?
Probably, yeah.
Why?
Weird. I don't know. Let's go find out. What did he do?
I said, what's it to you, nosy?
Well,
Special group. An attempting comment says, "Kill, go away."
Kill, go away.
He'll go away. As
really bad at this.
they're talking, I'd like to kind of sneak around enough that I can see the one in. I mean, I'm assuming I can see the one in the pit
Give me a stealth check.
who's buried. 27.
Okay. Yeah, you can seek to like the north side, closer to the monolith, and see down into it. Yeah,
Okay.
you can see the one who's down in the middle. He's got his
I'd like
hands on his hips
to-
still.
Still hidden. I'd like to use psychic whispers,
Okay.
and I want to I'll connect with Eldred so she can tell everyone what is going on if she chooses, and the dude in the pit. And I'm going to say, hey, don't react to this. You can hear my voice. I can see you. Are you okay? Do you need help? What is going on? You can just think back. You don't need to say anything out loud.
He thinks back.
I say it in, I guess.
Well, no,
Newton, if that's
telepathy will
what-
go ahead that it translates.
Oh,
to
that's
this.
true, yeah.
I'm in a bit of a pickle.
It kind of looks like it. Do you want to be buried by these folks? Would you like some help?
Well, my fellow trolls here, I've managed to trick them long enough to think that I can grow into any size.
That's
So,
a good one.
The pit needs to be 3 times as deep to get rid of me.
Smart.
But they lost my bow. And I'm really nothing without my bow, so I was hoping they would tire out and have a nap, and then I was going to try and dig myself out and run away.
What did you? How come they're mad at you? What did he do?
Well, I bet their leader that I could shoot an apple off of his head from 100 feet away.
And he didn't.
No, I did. And their leader got angry with me and threw me down
Oh, okay.
to these fellas and told them to bury me alive. Suffice to say.
Okay.
So,
All right.
a little bit of a pickle, but I'm working on it, so, you know,
You don't want help?
if you're offering, then I'm sure I can make it an amicable relationship. But if you're not, don't worry about it. I'm sure I won't die. Possibly. He laughs out loud, and then the other one next to him goes, "We're laughing at you're gonna get buried." Right? Has to go deeper than this, or I'm gonna grow soon. As soon as nightfall comes. And he goes, and just keeps digging the other one. One looking at you, Draven's like, "Better go on about your business."
I will mentally say to Draven a summary of that conversation.
Why are you taking orders from someone so tiny?
That's just one of our crew. That's not who we take orders from.
Everything, but why isn't he digging? Shouldn't everyone be digging?
Got little hands. He's on lookout. He found
Oh,
you.
that's fair.
There.
He dug a
Right.
bit. And he points over towards like a very corner of the hole, which is a tiny bit carved out.
How do you know he isn't the one down there and he just switched his form with magic?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's why. I'll do it. How do they know? They didn't check. 19.
Oi, little. He's like, what? What's your name? Little. Nah. Couldn't have swapped. How would the other one know that?
Because you said, hey, little, so you gave him the answer. He's been tricking you this whole time.
Hey, little. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I wouldn't know.
You can't kill people for being stupid, but
We can.
Tomato and I, you can.
We can.
I ate your rat earlier, but only the
shit.
tail. No, I knew that.
Ooh.
He says towards you, Draven.
You said tell you something that you don't know, and he
Yeah.
told you what you knew.
Yes, he must be the one I know.
But if he was little, you told little to tell you what you don't know. So that's not little.
But if he tells me what he does know, then I know that he knows that. And I know him. Therefore, he tells me something that I know because he knows me.
What's happening?
I don't know. He looks very confused, but I don't understand Jotun, so I don't know what they're talking about.
As
But
they're
this giant
talking-
looks very confused.
Can I look around to see if I see the bow? And if I don't, then I want to ask the pit guy if he knows where his bow is.
and at this point, Draven's just talking circles around these dummies. Like, if y'all want to do anything, kill them, do whatever you want. But they're these.
I managed to become
learn more about
distracted.
the
He's like
obelisk, but
thinking about it. Roll a perception check.
He draws a diagram. Okay, if
Lena. Nice.
he tells me, only a 12.
You don't see the bow?
So I'll ask my friend in the pit, hey, do you know where your bow is? Remember, you can just think
Oh,
the
yeah,
answer.
yeah. They took it from me.
You know where they put it?
No, their boss did. I know they carry. Well, I know where their belongings are.
The boss isn't here?
No, they dragged me miles away.
Okay. Are you good with only your bow or like any bow?
Has to be my bow.
Ah, shit. Okay.
But I know where they keep their things. I watched them put those away. I was going to look through them.
Oh, where do they
Afterwards?
keep their things?
Well, see, this is the problem. If I tell you that, maybe you just go and get that, and then you don't help me.
Hmm.
Raven's going to ask in common and very eloquent words that he's assuming they won't understand. So, my compatriots, would we like to be of indefinite assistance to the minuscule figure inside of the pit and then eliminate the obnoxious entities that are existing adjacent
What are you
to said
saying right
figure?
now?
Blah, blah, blah. I'm speaking to
Holy cool.
Dig
What
your
are two of
hole.
those words?
Yeah,
well,
sure.
they're little words.
I mean, I want to learn more about the obelisks, and maybe the little fellow in the pit knows about
What
that.
are we? So are we offing these goons?
Yeah,
I mean,
Affirmative.
we don't have to. We don't have
Sure.
to. Do we have to kill them, or can we
Quit
just knock them
speaking
out?
your wrong tongue.
Oh, you're being very rude.
Okay, that's racist.
I'm not interrupting your conversation. Yeah.
They can't understand you, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can just knock these fools out and then rescue the little guy, ask some questions. But I mean, I want to learn more about the obelisk. And if they're gonna be like all, oh, don't come over here, then if they want to fight, we can fight. But
What if we give you 5 gold not to kill him?
No. We got like hundreds of that.
I mean, like 5 gold to you specifically.
Yeah, we got loads. We keep it hidden in our
And it's-
stash.
But you have to share it. This
Yeah.
you don't have to share.
Yeah. That's not much. We know the value of gold. We're not stupid.
whilst while that conversation is happening, I think Juno's gonna lead Zappelli over to like the woodland that we came out of.
Good idea.
Tie him up so he's like out of the fight, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Like very like nonchalantly, just like take him over, like tie him up, give him an apple, walk all the way back over to Draven with that look of like, okay, are we doing this? Like,
Trade it for that thing, no, the meal.
The
And you hear the other one from the pit go, no.
the horse.
You know what the boss said.
The
Bury him
horse?
deep.
I want to eat my horse. I'm not eating my horse.
Okay.
Oh,
I
we
can
can't do
excuse
that.
a lot of things. Burying someone alive, ignoring the fact that you're stupid. But when you're talking about the horse, that's too much.
And Juno's like doing all the crack muscles, like stretching the neck and stuff.
I'm not going to warn you again.
I am
Fuck
doing
off.
spooky things with my hand
Or
and starting to cast Shield of Faith.
they're going to do fine.
Yeah,
You
we're
hear the
just
other
gonna
one go,
cast that.
You stay in the pit now. As all of the trolls, the three trolls,
Fight.
are all
Three, I
ready.
thought there was two.
There's three, including the small one at the end. No, there's another big one down in the pit.
2 diggers
Okay.
and like the small guy.
As we kick into a bit of a fight. All right, let me go ahead and slap on some fighting music and let me give you guys an idea of what you're up against. Okay.
Oh,
You be on the bottom
Oh,
right,
buddy.
closer to that one.
the one looks like they go to certain parties.
Wait. Were you mean the one in the middle? Yeah, that's the one you're trying to save.
Oh, good.
Great.
That's the guy who's buried up to his waist.
So this one is the one we're closer to?
Yeah, that's the one that has been arguing with you. So you guys are probably like further south down. Lainey, you're probably north. And
Yeah.
Then, that one across the way is the one that you're shouting towards.
Can I leave Zappelli off this battle map? Because
Yes.
I took
Yeah,
them-
you took some petty off way into the woods. You're fine.
How big are this? How big is the like
Okay.
fallen logs and stuff?
The fallen logs on the other side.
Scary question.
Yeah.
As big as they show up on the map.
Okay.
Wow.
So like
Big
It's
logs.
like I
Yeah,
would
you
have
feel on
come
the ground.
around like I would have come around like this side of the.
they're like the
thingy.
full tree kind of that's been felled.
Got it.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll initiative, everyone, and I'll get the trolls onto the board.
Fight.
Sweet.
Oh, it's
That's
We are not
terrible
rolling
initiative.
high. Wow.
I'm kind of okay because I don't know what I want to do yet, so I'm kind of okay going last. I want to see where these guys move and what they do.
Is everyone on the thing? 1, 2, 3,
I think so.
4, 5. Okay.
Didn't roll well.
Okay. Then coming to the fray first, Willoughby.
Yes. Oh boy, this is just a fucking shit show already. Right out of the gate, Wilby's gonna use his bonus action to go into chalice form,
Okay.
and then he's going to cast. What I'd like to do, considering this guy's basically next to a cliff,
Yeah.
like
50-foot
leading into
drop.
this pit, I'd like to do erupting earth on the corner of the cliff, hit him, and see
Nice.
if he gets hit by it, if I can knock him back into the hole
Okay.
with it.
Up to Earth. Yeah. Okay.
That'll be a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. You got it.
And he's going to be reducing the whatever he gets by 1d6.
I see.
Okay. You won't need to reduce. He rolled low anyway. Let's go ahead and do the damage, and he goes and tumbles.
17.
I give him a
bludgeoning damage.
little check. Does it have an automatic he falls prone? Because I'm going to do a check otherwise to see if he manages to maintain his footing.
It doesn't say anything about that. It says the terrain becomes difficult terrain.
Okay. No, he falls prone. You see him collapse off. Just lands on his back.
Awesome. And I'm going to put a little seedling right here.
Okay, a little seedling right there. Oh, look, a new symbol. Which way?
Hey.
Right there is fine.
Okay.
Oh.
On the Venom Troll's turn, it's going to go 5, 10, 15, and then use the rest of its movement to get back up to here. So it climbs all the way up. And then gets its claw, scratches across its chest, and then pushes.
Ew.
Gross.
Actually, no, it can't do this right now. You see it kind of prep itself for that. Instead, it's going to dig into the
Knock you back in
ground,
that hole too.
compact some of the dirt and rock together, and just launch it straight towards... I'd say towards Willoughby, as he just saw him knock his friend back. It's a nat 20.
Jesus.
Big hit.
That'll probably hit me, yeah.
It'll be total of 24 points of bludgeoning damage. As you just
What
get
the fuck?
just slammed by this big boy. Little tree. Which to you just sounds like you're kind of going, oh God. It's kind of almost like grunted sounds.
Oh.
Alright, that's all he can do there at the moment. He's too far away. Draven.
So, can I just run and leap onto him in the bit?
Yeah, you could do a running jump and leap down onto him.
100% want to do that.
Yeah.
And as Draven is falling through the air, he is going to activate Form of Dread.
Okay.
So it almost looks like these shadows engulf him as he lands down. That is 9 points of temp HP.
9 points of temp HP.
And I'm just going to slash at this troll flipped over.
You have advantage because he is prone.
Hell yeah. That's a nat 20 for a 27. So I'm
Very
going
nice.
to put a level 2 Divine Smite into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is, hot damn, 25
Oh,
points of
shit.
Radiant and
Top of that.
15 points of Slashing.
Buddy.
Woo! Okay,
So
yeah.
40 points of damage.
Just lean down, just cut straight through him. You see this huge hole just open up and he goes, "Argh!" As blood just pours out of his chest.
You are a
Nice.
sorry excuse for a speaker of the true language.
And I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw because I attacked with my Form of Dread.
Heck yeah,
He
dude.
gets scared.
Stack it all
He
up.
looks up at you.
Yeah, dude.
What's wrong with you? Kind of worried out of his mind. He is considered scared. Or frightened.
I am your arbiter.
Mm.
And that's my turn.
You did 15 points of slashing, so I'm going to roll a d20.
Hell yeah.
Okay, nothing happens with it. You just see you cut into him and you see him go, just a little worried and laying underneath you. Okay.
Hell yeah. That's my turn.
Start of its your turn. Start of its turn. It heals for 10 points of damage. As you see, a bit of the wound that you cut into him starts to net over, but it's going to take a little while before it comes over entirely. And he's going to get up to his feet, but still a bit worried by you, kind of backing off. He's going to swing. He leans in, and all of this is going to be made with disadvantage. He's going to lean in and try and take a bite out of you.
Yep.
14 doesn't hit, does it? Kind of bites a
Nope.
bit too soon, kind of hesitantly, and then swings his claws wildly. A 24 with disadvantage.
Yep, that hits.
Manages to get 13 points of slashing damage. He just cuts you, just swinging wildly, and then his next claw, a 16 with disadvantage.
Nope, that misses.
One of the claws manages to clip you, but the other one just kind of goes the other way. He goes, "Go away from me, you little demon! What did you cut me with?" Angered.
Your sorrows.
Why can't you just let us dig a hole? That's what you can do. Lena.
Okay. I'm going to say in my head to the guy in the pit. Alright, we're going to help you. Do you want my bow in this fight? You can only use yours. You can't do anything. Like, you want to just sit in the pit? You want to try to shoot with my bow?
I could try it. Not very good with other bows, but I know the basic functions of one. I could help.
Right, I'll keep it in mind. I'd like to hop up, climb up, whatever, onto this tree, log tree thing, whatever. And then I want to throw a psychic dagger at the little guy up here. And then I want to drop back down.
Which one are you throwing the psychic dagger in?
Hide. This little guy, right? That's the little dude. That's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
okay,
advantage on this
what I'd
because
like to
he
do.
had no idea you were there. You stealth.
Hey man, I'm behind the tree. Just kidding. I didn't say where I am. Don't look.
Boom, bitch.
If only a 17 with advantage.
17 is exactly his AC.
Thank the baby
Caesar.
Jesus for that. And look at that, a natural one on that sneak, but it is still a 17.
17 usually. Kind of
I'm going to
sees
just-
you now.
Well, if he sees me, then I don't know. I was going to hop down, like I was going to throw it and hop down and hide.
And the hide rehides yourself.
Hide rehides me.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to do that. I would like to rehide.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, where did I go? What do I just do? Roll stealth.
Huh?
Where's my thing?
What was that noise?
Yeah. Must have been the
You
wind.
didn't even see me.
Must have been the wind.
Okay, that
Is
is my
someone
turn,
there?
sorry. 24 to
Okay,
rehide,
24.
please.
Eldred.
I'm going to complete Shield of Faith. Yes. And release it and place it on top of Willoughby.
Okay.
Thank you.
You get a +2. And I'm going to wrap around to the east behind my friends. And can I see the head of Green Troll?
No, he's technically just under. Because it's a 15-foot hole and he's about 12 feet. So he's a few feet under.
Okay, then I will
You can see
send
probably the
a
edge of him, so I'd give him
sacred-
3/4 cover. So yeah, I suppose if you can see him just slightly if you need it if you're doing a dexterity space spell. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll throw it at this other guy. I will send a Toll the Dead towards the more wart covered one.
Okay.
Gross.
I did not. Wisdom saving throw.
You could have just said the handsome one. It's a nat 20. He
Okay.
he managed to go, just kind of shakes his head off. What you trying to do to me?
Wow, you're very wise.
There's no idea what you just said. But
He blushes. He doesn't
he
know
knows it was
why.
probably something good. Oh.
He winks at you. You guys are dating now.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. The little troll is gonna come out searching for you, Lena.
Okay.
30. And he's gonna roll a perception to try and find you. I can't. 17. So let's go.
Yeah, eat it, buddy.
You get this kind of almost like Lord of the Rings like moment where he's like looking over you. And you wouldn't understand what he's saying. He's just going, which for those who speak giant, he's like, I know
I
you're out here.
understand giant.
Oh, you do. You'd hear him
I
go,
do.
I know you're out here. Poke up again and I'll cut your throat. You can't do anything else right now. Juno.
You'd be a good Lord of the Rings orc, Joe. I'm gonna do something which I know is silly, but Juno
I love
doesn't
it
know
already.
what a venom. Juno doesn't know what a venom troll is, so trying to run in and make sure that this thing can't beat up Willoughby. I'm actually gonna be 10 feet away. I'm gonna bonus action run up, bonus action activate my Arms of the Astral Self and the Visage of the Astral Self at the same time to summon my Dialogus. And it must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
It might be the fact that it was took that moment to be wise for a second, but it rolled a natural 1 on the dex save afterwards.
Oh.
Nice.
It gave up its
Well,
legs.
unfortunately, I rolled terrible damage. 2 and a 1 for 3 force damage. Wow,
Force damage.
Every little
I get
helps.
shook back into life from it.
Yeah. And that was from the dexterity saving throw, and then Golden Wisdom is going to attack twice with my extra attack.
Sounds good.
16 to hit on the first one.
Hit.
7 points of force damage.
You can see as it punches, you see bits of blood spurt out onto the ground near you. 5 feet away.
Oh, on the ground near me, it's 5 feet away. Excellent. Good, good. I wasn't sure if it was 5 feet or more, so...
No, it just starts covering around the 5 foot area around it.
The next one is unfortunately a miss. 9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, you missed the next one as it's going to leave it the side. Captive can't really do anything on his turn. He's gonna... I'll use his basic sheet. I'm gonna roll openly for this guy because the sheet's very basic and on my other screen, but he is going to try and make an athletics check to break out. Doesn't... It's like wiggling and pulling in some of the dirt, but he's compacted in. Willoughby.
First thing Willoughby's gonna do is get into the seedling that he made so that he can catch some cool healing.
So I want to heal up as well.
So
Okay.
he will heal for 7 HP.
Okay. I'm going to keep the token over to the side now.
And then I reckon I'm just gonna shoot a guiding bolt at the one that's currently looking for Lena.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You
I'm gonna
within
shoot
range?
across the way.
You should be, right?
Guiding bolt
Is it one of the... yeah, you're within 70. You're good.
It's 120.
Is it 120? Okay, I thought it was an 81.
20. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Cool. 16 radiant.
16 points of radiant damage. It just slams against his... and rubs his eyes. Quit fighting me like that! Just kind of shouting into the middle, not seeing anyone who's attacking him.
What one's screeching about? And then Willoughby's gonna place another seedling down right here. You don't have to actually put it down because I still have extra movement. I'm going to immediately.
Are you going to use it immediately? Okay.
Collect it. Yes.
Okay.
And I'll heal for another 8.
Okay. Goes for another 8.
And that's
the Venom Troll is going to step up closer to you, Juno, and get him within range. And then, yeah, it's gonna grab hold of the chest, the hole it kind of made in itself before it can kind of come up. It heals for 10 of the damage. So the damage that you did to it actually will not save it. He goes, scratches himself again. He goes,
that's where Juno's like looking at it.
Presses down and just see a spray of the venom. I'm going to need you to please make me a... double check what it is. It takes 2d6 damage first, and then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw? Oh, I thought it was Dex.
I believe in you.
17?
Hey.
17's enough. So you take half the damage apparently, but I don't think you get poisoned. No. So you manage to dodge, or like, kind of not even dodge because it's a con save. You take 11 points of damage, poison damage, but moving out of the way and kind of almost your body just pushing against any of the extra load of it, but doesn't manage to seep through your skin.
Yeah. I like the golden wisdom kind of like blocking most of it, and then Juno kind of just takes the splash.
Yeah, you get like a smaller splash from it. Yeah, it's good. It's good imagery. Draven.
Let's go.
Gabe is curious if this thing is healing at all. Draven probably hasn't. Like, does he notice anything happening from this thing while being adjacent to it?
You can visibly see when its wounds not back up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still frightened of you though, at the moment.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know what he knows. I don't know if we even come across a troll before, right?
Not the Midgardian. Sorry, not the Mesogaians. In Midgard, trolls. This is information that Midgardians would know. Trolls come in all shapes and sizes. Some trolls can look as close to a human as any other human. Some can be closer to Jotun and be massive and kind of tall. Some can change their height. Some have broader features. Some have kind of more subtler features. They're the most kind of versatile creature here in Midgard. They usually all share the trait of regeneration, but you probably wouldn't know that.
Cool. Draven is just going to say in Jotun, then you have two options. I will keep tearing you apart so you can heal over and over, or you can run. And then I'm going to bonus action Vampiric Bite. Nat 1 for a 6. So that's gonna miss.
Yeah, you manage. He pulls his arm back because he's a little bit freaked out by you. He's like quick to react and dodge out of the way, and he goes, "You said it yourself, mate. My wounds knit up. I bet yours don't." And just licks his teeth and looks at you.
Raven is going to Draven is going to whisper that very awkwardly to the giant in Jotun Joe, and then I'm going to make my attack.
Okay.
26 to hit.
26 will hit. 20's like leaning forward slightly.
Level 2 Divine Smite.
Okay.
13 radiant, 11 slashing, so 24 total.
24 total. Just slicing into him and he goes, "Ugh!" Kind of grabs for his jawline as you cut up it.
I'll offer you to Thor.
Oh, sorry. Your first strike you should have had advantage on.
Oh,
He's frightened.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot that I got advantage when they were frightened.
Yeah.
20.
So 20 would have hit.
Hey,
Yeah, do that
that's
slice as
better.
well.
Uh,
Let me say in this cool moment
Level
that
one.
you missed the first one and you came back and did it. Yep, level 1.
level
okay.
1 smite.
Sounds good.
10 radiant, 4 piercing. And I'm just gonna roll that other attack just to make sure it's
Guess
not in
it's not
that 20.
20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
you slice into him quickly
20,
again.
24 and then 14.
Sounds good, yeah.
Nice, dude.
Took a lot of damage. He's like,
And I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my proficiency. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna kind of taunt him in his soul.
okay. Yeah. You can see he's kind of frustrated and lost a lot of blood. On his turn.
I think he gets to make the saving throw again. Well,
oh yeah, he has to make the same throw to see if it continues on him. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
I think he does it. Yeah, he's still frightened.
That's one play.
On his turn, his wounds knit up very slightly, but not nearly as fast as you're cutting him. And did you do no? And then he's gonna go in for another bite or claw.
Oh,
With
yeah.
disadvantage. A 20 with disadvantage on the bite.
Yep, that hits.
He leans in, kind of just bites you angrily. 8 points of piercing damage. And he pulls back with his teeth. I heal. You die. You came across the wrong guy. 14 doesn't hit, right? Swings.
Nope.
You dodge under. Another swing. 20. Catches you with the second claw. 11 points of slashing damage afterwards. And cuts you again. I'm going to bury you in this pit with the other ones. Kind of panting
It
angrily.
heals its flesh and starts to sag, so Draven gets a fresh blood bag.
And just growls angrily at you. Lena.
Yeah, he's having fun. They don't usually heal like this. It's great.
True.
Oh my god, wait, this is a never-ending supply of blood.
It's true.
Gabe's having some problematic realizations.
Hey man, you want to be friends? Come on with us.
You could pay him to come along
Okay.
as a friend.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Well, 5 gold is not much to him.
I would like to. I kind of want to do the same thing. I want to like pop up and pop up hidden and like stab him.
Okay.
If I come up over the thing, do I stay hidden as I stab? Like, is it all one motion?
You'd have
Do I get
advantage if you're,
That
yeah,
is
you're
what
popping
I'm
up.
asking. Okay, that is what I will do.
But you wouldn't be
Please
able to hide in the
and thank
exact same space.
Right, I got it. Okay. No, there's only a 15 I missed.
You just managed to kind of misjudge where exactly he is and try and slice. I see you now.
And then I'm going to. Okay, so if I move up, then I'm within his range. So
Yeah, you get about
if
that.
I ran right, so I'm going to be like, sorry, and then I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and leave. So yeah, I'm going to just do
You're
the
25
like
feet
the
movement.
yeah, I'm gonna do like the shrug emoji. Sorry.
Sure.
And then it's 15 feet down into the thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'd like to go. Sorry.
If you're jumping down, you'd have to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I don't know that I actually want to do that right now. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'll go. I'm gonna go over here, 25 feet.
Okay.
And that is it.
Oh, actually,
wait.
do your. Oh no, you would have had advantage anyway. Eldred.
I'm going to step a bit closer to Willoughby.
Okay.
And I'm going to send a second level guiding bolt towards Venom Troll.
Okay.
Telob Gili Duke.
And you see, just burns up
17
against him.
hit.
It does indeed.
Yeah. 17 radiant, and he's glowing like as if under dark black light.
Nice.
And you take
Now it's
5
a
points of
rave.
poison damage, Juno. When it hits against him, it burns and splashes off against you.
Sorry.
But he's glowing. He goes. You see him kind of grasping at the glowing kind of effect that's left over by the guiding bolt to try and like pull it off. He goes, what is this? Getting angry at himself. We're scratching his
With
own
my
belly.
bonus action, I wish I had done this first, but I'm going to try to telepathically shove that thing 5 feet back from
Okay. Is it strength save or is it?
from her. I believe it's strength. Where is it?
Yeah, it is. Because I got the same
Yeah.
ability, boo.
He
Yeah,
rolled an
strength
18.
save 16.
It's like
Yeah, he's
you
good.
see his feet kind of dig into the ground and just scratches like only like a couple of centimeters. He goes, ain't moving me. Anything
What?
else?
Let's see about that.
No. That's me.
The little one heals over for 10. And then he's gonna rush up behind you, Lena. And
It's next to me, okay?
he's gonna move up to here. And you just see him go into his pouch and he goes, like to throw things at me. I like to throw things as well. And then you just see two little small arms grow out from him.
Baby arms, ew.
And all four arms go into his pouch and begin pelting you with pebbles as a special move. Also, I'm going to roll a d6
Ah, what
to
the
see-
fuck? You're throwing pebbles? What the hell, man?
The other guy's move doesn't recharge. He gets to make 6 pebble attacks at you. 13. What's your AC?
No. 17.
Okay, 16 misses. 19 hits. 2 go by
Okay.
you. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the third one. And it hits
Alright.
you in the head. The fourth
Ow,
one, 24.
fuck.
8 points of bludgeoning.
Got it.
So they're
Fifth one,
dangerous.
9. And the sixth one, 22. 5 points of bludgeoning. You just see
Got
3 go
it.
past you, 3 hit against you. And at the end of it, you see the two little hands. And then he has to make a con save. Which he holds, and the body, you see the little hands fall off, and his body immediately stitches over them, not causing me any damage. He goes, "Ugh."
That's gross. I
Let's
yell out,
pursue.
this one has baby hands.
Not again.
Oh, like little Grendel.
Tiny Grendel hands.
Juno.
So I think Juno, like, kind of seeing this thing's wounds heal, even though she didn't hit it very hard, and seeing the kind of venom kind of splatter over, she probably would call out, like, does anyone know how to actually hurt these things so they don't just heal back up? Or, like, what are these things? Like, kind of calling out, seeing if anybody knows.
Would I have any idea?
Give me.
Folks that are native here.
Yeah, give me a nature check, both of you.
Hey, what about me? I know stuff.
20.
I'm from here.
Yeah, you could do it as well. As well.
It is a 1. Shut up.
You don't know. You don't know trolls, their anatomy very well. You just know things die.
Hey, man, it's got baby hands. That's what I know. This
I would
little
say
one.
20 would give you both bits of information, which is Willoughby, I mean, Eldred, you know parts of this, and you know that there are ways to stem their bleeding. With a 20, though, Willoughby, I'd say, acid and fire are the most two common ways to stop their regeneration among most trolls. Some trolls wouldn't have regeneration, but the vast majority do. Some have different resistances and different things that they can use to kind of like stem their bleeding, but the most common one is almost cauterizing the wounds so they can't heal them over, or burning your way through them. So fire and acid can stem the bleeding. So stem the healing.
Does anyone have any acid, or want to light any of their torches up?
Fireworks. So like Juno's like,
fireworks.
okay. So then Juno kind of takes a minute, and like almost the way that I see it in my head is like for Juno, like the combat kind of slows down a moment, and in her head she just is repeating the mantra of like, laws can be broken, laws can be broken, laws can be broken, and she's focusing the Dialogus into her fists and the fists of the Dialogus, and she's imagining the heat of her body spreading through them, like almost drawing heat from her legs and her chest into her hands. And then I want to try and basically use my golden rule to turn my key empowered strike so they do fire damage instead of force damage.
That sounds reasonable to me. Yeah, it sounds reasonable to me.
Yes, it does, Joe.
As you're like, those can be broken. You can see the flames burning, and the Dialogus breaks through you. The Venetroll looks at you now a little bit wide-eyed.
And then, then just like she just launches in. And I want to do the attacks. Nice. So go straight to the attacks. It just works.
Oh yeah. Is there anything you have to roll for it? Does it say you have to roll?
I can't remember. Hang on. I have to roll a d20 when I take an action or reaction. So I would say this is part of the attack, like as she's just about to make the attack.
Okay.
So I have to roll a d20 on a 10 to a 20. So, please work. 14. So yeah. So and then it's 1d4 rests. So yeah, just like the hands go on fire, the Dialogus' hands go on fire, and then I'm going to attack twice, and then I'm going to flurry of blows.
That's it.
And I know this is probably going to hurt me a lot, but if I step out of its reach, it gets an attack opportunity, isn't it? It's not if I move out yet. So okay, I can't step back. All right, well we'll do this. 20 to hit on the first attack.
20 hits.
That'll be 10 points of fire damage if we're going to change the force to fire damage.
It does spray back a little bit of the poison.
Yep.
7 points of poison damage sprays onto you as it burns through.
So Juno's just going to tank the acid, and then I'm going to attack again with my extra attack. 24 to hit this time. 10 more points of fire damage.
2 more points of poison.
And then flurry of blows for 2 more attacks. There's only an 11 to hit on that second one, on that one.
Dodge to the side, but then
moves right into 24. 9 more points of fire damage on the very last flurry of blows.
That's 12 points of poison damage on that one.
Yeah, okay. Juno is like covered in acid and looks horrible, but it's just like trying to pummel this thing with the flames.
All these cauterized wounds trying to knit over, and it can't go past the fire. It's like, oh no. It's just like panicking in front of you.
And like Juno's not like crying out in pain, but like she's like burning, like the acid is melting her skin, and she's just like, in fighting pose.
It's more like steeping poison than it is acid.
Okay.
So it's like
nice. Okay.
Embedded into your skin.
She's like covered in nice.
Like vile.
Cool. That's it. That's gonna be me done. Like I can't move without this thing getting an attack opportunity. So.
Okay. I'm gonna give a 1d20 plus 1. See if this guy breaks out of this thing. This guy spends his action breaking out. I think he's going to run towards where you said you were, Lena. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just rushes this way.
Genius.
And you see this one looking and go, he's going out of here! Stop him! Willoughby,
seeing that Juno has just been absolutely just pelted with acid or like poison, I guess. He is going to use his bonus action to cast Healing Word on them.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's going to be 9 healing plus my
Chalice
heal on top of it for another 8.
Back up to
I'm
35.
also going to put a seedling next to it.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much.
And then with my action, because it's a bonus action spell, I'm going to target. I'm going to move to the edge of the pit, and aim down, and use a produce flame.
Cool.
On the troll. Down.
Okay. You have advantage.
Oh, it's a 26.
You'd have advantage anyway because he's frightened currently.
Okay, so 26.
26 hits.
6 fire damage.
Once a fire damage. I'm going to give them a little marker just to know that they've taken fire damage, so I know not to heal them up. Yeah, you fire down. You weren't meant to tell him about the fire! He goes, I didn't tell him about the fire, you idiot!
Wilby's going to take 2 steps back away from the edge after that one. Obviously upset with him.
Just gingerly, like...
Yeah, that's me. There's a seedling next to Juno.
Okay. Yeah. Let me give you a little seedling token. And yeah, now on the Venom's Troll's turn, he doesn't regen. I have to roll to see if he regens his ability, though. He does. And just... Actually, no, he's gonna... Yeah, no, he's gonna go in for a scraping and biting this time. He's gonna go and just... I'll teach you. And goes into bite you.
I'd like one of those attacks to have a D6 reduced on.
Okay. You just tell me which attack. The bite. Do you decide after or before? When's it?
I have to decide before the roll is made. So they're doing 2 attacks right now.
Are we doing a bite then claw?
We'll do bite.
Okay.
As a reaction, I'm going to transfer my Shield of Faith from Willoughby to Juno.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the d6 on the bite.
They're going to subtract 5.
Okay, then he gets and bites and just comes short of you, missing it. Claw.
Fuck your team.
And what's your AC right now?
Well, with the +2, it will be 19.
Okay, the first claw misses then. Second claw is a 24, though. That one would hit. For 12 points of slashing and 4 points of poison damage as it brings its claw down.
So 16 total.
16 total. Just cuts into goes. Yeah.
Oh, takes off nearly all of the healing that Willoughby just did.
They're tough boys. But you have stopped their regen. Draven. This one's still scared in front of you.
As it gets hit by that flame and probably is realizing the sadness of his own life, Draven says in Jotun that he wouldn't sacrifice them to Thor because Thor wants things that are worthy. And then I'm going to go in for a bite again.
Okay.
Bonus action bite. 23.
23 hits.
I'm not going to smite because he's not worth it. So that's 5 piercing. And just because it's funny, I'm going to use a proficiency with the vampiric bite to show that I too can heal.
Are you below
even though he's no longer healing?
Are you below half your health points? Does that work that way? I can't. There's so many different bite heals in this game that like some of them work under health.
The vampiric bite just works as long as I spend a proficiency use to do it.
Yeah, then you're good.
I have 3 uses of it. Yeah.
I get it confused. Like Beast Barbarian has different rules all at once. Okay, yeah. So you heal in front of him. Yeah, you'd bite into him and drain back some of the blood and heal off it. And he goes,
But mine's not focused on flame.
we need to burn this little troll. Kind of stares down and you're not really understanding. This one's a troll as well.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
I'm gonna do another level 1 smite just because I'm having fun though. 12 radiant, 11 slashing, so 23.
He's looking hurt, really hurt. You cut into him again. He goes, quit it. Yep.
My turn.
Okay.
Well, wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh yeah, you're
for
right. He's still frightened of you. He goes,
You're gonna die afraid.
No, you're gonna die. Dead. And he goes in for a bite. 26.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled very high. 7 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes in for 2 claws. One's a net 1 and one's a 23.
Mm-hmm.
11 points of slashing on the 23 as he cuts over you.
Hell yes.
Oh, Draven's having a great time.
Kind of just panting. Lena.
Can I? Would it be an action for me to drop my bow for this dude?
Not if you're dropping it.
Okay. Well, that's cooler than. That's
In fact, I'll let you
pretty
do this.
great.
If you're dropping it down towards him, I'll make him do a acrobatics check to see if he catches it.
Okay, well, I'd like to give him my stuff to shoot for us.
Okay.
So, hey man, here you go, I say in my head. Don't
Alright.
shoot me with it, or my friends.
He doesn't catch it.
Of course he doesn't.
Sorry about that.
Ah, shit, man, I said it, I warned you. Okay. Alright, and then what I would like to do, let me make sure I'm going to do this right. Also, a cool thing to note about the last round, I forgot that I have a thing called uncanny dodge, and I can like do stuff. That I forgot about it, so that's pretty great.
Well, no, last
I got-
turn you disengaged. That's why.
Oh shit! Did I? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I did.
So you used the bonus action.
Okay, well then I feel less bad. I still got hit by those fucking pebbles, and it hurt a lot. It did a lot. Anyway, I'm going to then action chuck a dagger at the little guy, and then bonus action I would like to dash the fuck away.
Okay.
Is that everything? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's everything. So, Blade 14. Shit, I
He
was
dodges away
freaked
from
out
it.
by the baby hands, man. don't like them. I'm gonna, as I run away, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, sorry, pick up that bow, help us out," and then I'm going to go 30 feet this way. So wind up here, and then I would like to take the extra bit from a dash and hide into the bushes. Like not hide, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Go into.
Get into the bushes
Yep.
is what I'm saying. Got it. Okay, great.
Okay.
I'm in the bushes. Don't see me, I'm in the bushes.
Eldred.
I'm going to yell, Juno, come here! And I'm going to telepathically yank her towards me 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
If she chooses to fail that save, it just happens.
I will. I think at this
Flunk.
point, Juno's not actually even conscious of what she's just focused on this thing in front of her.
I yell that as I'm running towards you. And I'm going to give you a second level cure wound. It's you up for 12. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then step back again towards Willoughby.
Okay.
I just don't want this thing to attack you and Willoughby because it's going to get concentration garbage.
On the little troll's turn, he is going to. I'm gonna roll to see if he gets his pebbles back.
Fuck off
not.
with the bubbles.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 feet away. He's gonna make.
God damn
He
it.
keeps charging after you and goes, "Ha! Get back here!" And then he throws 3 pebble attacks.
What the hell,
12,
man?
22 and 11. So only one of those hits. He starts throwing as many as he can from his pouch towards you, and one hits against you for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. He's like, "Yeah, you can't
I'm
run
really
from me."
seriously hurt from the fucking pebbles.
Yeah, I mean he's throwing them very fast and hard. It's kind of like
I've been hit by
slingshot.
4 of them. It is a lot.
Juno.
Can I? The seedling, it's not a creature, is it?
No.
But can I use telekinesis to pull it 5 feet closer to me?
It's technically just a magical kind of
wait.
growth in
I
the
just
ground.
said it. Can I reaction the fucking thing? What does that do? I don't know. I've never used it. Jesus H.
Which reaction? The thing.
What uncanny? What is
fucking
uncanny
thing.
dodge?
Oh,
Can I
you
fucking
can half
react
damage.
to half? Yeah, I would like to half it because I
Okay.
got really
Yeah.
rocked by
You
that.
can- yeah, I mean,
Please
literally.
and thank you.
Yeah, you can halve it down to full damage. Yeah,
Rocked.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, this is not. Does it say you can do it to an object
rooted.
as well?
Yeah, I think it's so. It's like a mage hand basically. It's a bonus action. You can try to telekinetically shove a creature, but it's also you learn the mage hand cantrip. You can cast it without verbal somatic components. Makes the hand invisible.
Let me.
So I thought if it's like mage hand,
All
I
I'll
might
say
be
is
able
that
to...
on the terminology that I have for my side,
Yeah.
it describes it as a physical seed, not like a magical.
Yeah, then if you can do it, if you can target with is it telekinesis?
Yeah, telekinesis basically lets me use it as mage hand, basically.
Yeah, I would say you can move it then.
Cool. I would like to do that and move it basically,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to immediately step on it.
Yep.
So I'm still 10 feet away. So that's 5 feet of my movement. I get 7 back.
Okay.
Thank you, Willoughby. And then I am going to attack it. That was my bonus action to use telekinesis.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my extra. I'm going to use my normal attacks just to attack it twice, and then I'm going to back up. Because I am out of its range. So that's only a 13. No, 26, because there was a guiding bolt, I think, on this thing.
Yeah.
That was the last round.
Oh yeah, it was last round.
Oh, last round. I didn't factor that into my previous attacks, then never mind.
I think you hit anyway. Or
I hit
would have
anyway,
hit
exactly. It would have hit anyway. So 13, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
13 does not.
Do I want to use... I'll try this. I'll try and see if a 15 will hit. I will spend a key point to use focused aim, which means I can boost it by 2 to turn it into a 15.
And 15 is exactly its armor class.
Nice. I just wanted to make sure I got some fire
So
damage
you
on
go
it
a
at
little bit
least
too
once.
short, and then it just kind of swings forward and you get.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So that's going to be 9 fire damage
9 fire
with
damage.
the current effect of the golden rule. And then my next attack is a 23,
Mm-hmm.
a crit with the advantage, for 8 points of fire damage.
I think it's just 5. I think it's
Sally
rolling the
probably.
d6 for the crit.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. So it'd be 5 points of fire damage.
Yep. You just slam into it again.
And then the problem is I don't want this thing to get too close to Eldred and Willoughby. So I'm just going to back off a little bit.
I'm okay.
Yeah, well, it's just that if this thing, because if it gets hit, then it splashes everything around it. I guess maybe I could go here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and just create a bit of space between this thing.
Okay. On the captive's turn, then, he picks up the bow.
Actually, I'm going to go here.
And then he's going to climb up to the top. And he'll pelt a couple of arrows into this guy. He has a +7. Yeah. So 1d20 +7. Is it a short bow?
Yes.
Oh, 1d6 +4. 7 points of piercing on his first strike. And then on his second strike to hit. Then that one, he fires it off into a different direction after hitting the first. Goes,
It's not his bow.
I hate these modern bows. And goes back to you. See the other go, yes, go back in your hole. What a
So
Okay.
How hurt does Lena look right now?
Lena is pretty hurt. She is halfway hurt. She looks halfway damaged.
He's gonna go up to Lena and he's going to cast a level. Actually, yeah, he won't go up to Lena. He's going to go over here. He's going to cast another bonus action, healing.
Okay.
First level at Lena. So they'll heal for 8. Also gonna give them chalice heal, so you'll heal for 20.
Oh shit, that is pretty great. Thanks, man.
Then I'm gonna put another seedling there.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get the distance here. Yeah, I think Willoughby would move over this way and send another produce flame down into the hole.
Okay.
Net
Nice.
Oh,
And 20
Ooh.
definitely hits.
for another cool 13 fire damage.
Which is enough for it to... Burning kind of burns and falls back. And his tongue just lolls out of his mouth. It's just kind of crispy burn smell comes off of him. He is
Ew,
dead.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Sorry, that was kind of yours to kill.
I was having a great time.
That's me.
Okay. On the Venom Troll's turn, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, or 30. He's going to rush in front of both of you. And just cut himself again to spray the poison across both of you.
Is this a save that the two have to make, or is it an attack?
There will be a save, yes.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah, if you can make a con save for me.
Oh.
He takes
9.
13 for me.
That is both a fail. He takes 10 points of slashing damage. Yeah, he took 5 damage last turn. And then he is... you both would take 20 points of poison damage each as you get sprayed with it. And you're both considered poisoned for the next minute.
Okay. What the fuck? I passed my concentration check.
You can
It's
also
20.
make the save at the end of each of your turns. You pass your concentration check?
Yeah.
Oh, the concentration. Sorry, not the constitution.
For
Yeah,
Shield
yeah.
of Faith.
Yeah, you
But not
manage to
the-
hold on as the poison seeps into you. Kind of coughing out a little bit of blood himself. Draven, you are both considered poisoned.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyways,
Anyway, get that little guy.
yeah. Have I seen the little guy get? Well, probably first. I don't know. They are.
You do know he has
Are
baby
they?
hands because I yelled it.
There you go.
And Lena was very hurt when she came over from being pelted by those rocks.
I need fucking deflect missiles.
That's
I've seen Juno do this. It looks so easy. Ow.
Joe, but I need extra movement to get out of the hole, even though I
Yeah.
have spider climb.
You have spider climb. No, you wouldn't have to make an ability check or anything like that. You can run up it. It's
Hell yeah,
technically
Draven
15
literally-
feet up, though. So, it'd be 15 feet and then as far as you can get. So if you were there, this is technically 25. So it's technically 40 feet movement.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna run up here and take 2 Eldritch Blasts against that one.
Okay.
And say, your brother's dead, you're dead. I'm going to turn you into an endless farm of soup. 17 to hit?
Yeah, when you say your brother's dead, he looks off the edge, causing you to hit. And you hit again, so he goes, "You killed him! I'm gonna gut you for that."
He said that too. Ignore that smite. 2 points of force damage.
2 points of force damage.
Second Eldritch Blast. 19 to hit.
Yep, hits.
2 more points of force damage.
2 more points of force damage.
Good go.
Okay.
Let me double check something. Can you make him make 2 wisdom saving throws for me, please?
Yeah, he has to make 2 of them. You're absolutely right. He would have failed the first one, so he's frightened. He hit me. He's like, "How did you manage to do it?" Stays back from you.
Going to eat you. That's it. Yeah. Okay, turn.
Lena.
Draven didn't know Troll was healed. This is great. This is great.
Okay, I think I will. I think I'll hit the. Wait, what's the deal with the bloated acid guy? If he gets hit, he splashes on people.
Yeah.
So I don't. I would have advantage if I hit him, but also I don't want to necessarily hit him because you guys just got smacked, right? That's my
I
understanding.
think it's worth
of things.
our sneak attack.
How do you look? Do you look okay? I look through the bushes at my friends. What do
Juno's
they
not
look
looking
like?
Great.
Oh shit!
I didn't hear no bell.
Oh, what does that mean? I didn't. There's a bell. The fuck?
No bell.
There's
Philosophical
no
bell. As always in Juno's mind.
That dude has had fire damage, so he can't heal. And how does he look? Gross.
I mean,
He
taking- I
hasn't
mean,
had fire
to be
damage
fair-
recently, has he?
He did.
He just looks gross.
He did. I dealt fire damage to him last turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on my
Okay.
attack, I did.
He always looked rough. So
Okay.
the
But there
cuts
is
are
a
kind of
seal
hard to
right
decipher.
there,
He's
too.
taking a lot of damage.
All right. I'm going to chance it. I'm going to throw a dagger at him.
Okay.
21
Hits.
for 24.
24 psychic damage, which does not spray out the effect. As he goes.
Oh,
He
it's
does,
psychic
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Pretty
right.
good because okay, I like the sound of that, and I think because I see that I will do because it doesn't spray out. I'll go ahead and I'll stay there, not technically hidden, and I'll do bonus action
Okay.
and chuck another one. 25 to hit,
That hits.
but no sneak. Only 3.
3 points of psychic damage. Doesn't spray off.
And then I'm going to be like, I knew it wouldn't splash back, and then it's my turn.
Nice. Eldritch.
Excellent. Well planned.
Big brain.
I am going to give another second level cure wounds to Juno.
No.
Stoeruk for 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to back up from this troll.
Risking the attack opportunity, yeah?
Uh-huh.
He's going to take a bite attack against you.
Gross.
Oh, no, it's 4
Reduce
attack.
1d6.
Okay. Roll the d6. What's your AC right now?
Minus 4.
Okay, it would cause it to miss.
18, unless I move Shield of Faith to myself.
He swings and then just clinks off of the shield of faith.
Yeah. Well, so I would have to.
Sorry, no. It would be a 13 to hit, which is not
Okay,
enough to
good.
hit anyway. Yeah,
Okay.
just for flavor.
5,
Yeah, no, he just clink into the air.
I will go back here to the edge of the map.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's gonna be right away from the seed, but I'm going to yank Juno back again. Come here! Shunk.
Okay.
That's me.
The little troll, on its turn, can't move closer to Draven, so instead just panics and just starts throwing rocks his way. I'm going to see if he gets his ability back.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
He throws 3 pebbles towards you, Draven.
Wanted him to.
The first one's a 9, misses you. The next one is a 12, misses you.
Nice.
Next one's a 22, which would hit. And
Yeah.
he's such a panic throwing them, and then one just... You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. He's in the middle of the head. Yeah, you're not so tough. Bearing down. He's still frightened.
Fucker.
Juno.
Yeah.
Okay. Risky move, but because I got pulled away, I don't need to necessarily worry about disengaging, which lets me potentially attack him a lot more. So what I'm going to do is Juno is just going to move from there to about here, and then I can get down to about there. Okay. So staying out of this thing's reach for a little bit, but staying within the 10 feet of my reach, I'm going to attack twice.
Okay.
We'll see how these go. So 20 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
7 points of fire.
Points of fire.
20 points. 20 to hit, sorry.
Yeah.
With a 9
With a 9.
points of fire. Then I will Flurry of Blows for 2 more unarmed strikes.
Cool.
17 to hit
17 hits.
for 6 more
go.
points of fire damage.
6 points more forward. Just burning into him. Looking
That
right.
last one's only a 13.
He managed to put up his claws and block the last one.
I'm gonna spend for I'm gonna use my last key point to boost that to a 15, which I know hits.
He holds back. Yeah, he holds back the fist. And just goes straight through him with another 6 points.
Six more points of fire
looking
damage,
very rough.
and then
It's covered in
I'm
burns.
gonna run away.
Hey!
So I move 20, and I'm gonna move all. I'm gonna try and basically move as far away as I can. Sorry, hang on, wait. make sure I don't cock this up. So this one there. Yeah. And then I just run that way because I can't get to the seedling, unfortunately, without getting into his threatened range, and I wanted to get a couple more attacks in rather than disengage. So, but yeah, hopefully he'll either run away from me or he'll come after me and leave the others alone, and then they can finish him off. But yeah, that's it. That's me done.
GG.
Sounds good. He looks very hurt. You've done good damage to him. The captive is going to shoot his bow. It was given. I'll do both rolls here. He hits both of them.
Hey!
So D6 plus 4. And, again. 9 points. 9 points of damage. 18 points total.
I just sound like you're getting the hang of it.
Oh, actually,
Good
you would have
job.
advantage the whole time, just in case he gets this
From the tree.
crit.
Joe.
Yeah.
I just remembered I was poisoned. The very first attack I made would have missed. All the others, I think, still hit anyway, even with the disadvantage, but he would have not. So the first 7 fire damage he didn't take. And then I will do a con save. That's a 6, so I'm still poisoned.
And then also, Eldred, you need to do a
con
con
save.
Yeah. DC is a 16.
Nope.
DC is a 16. So this guy takes 18 points of damage from. He didn't actually take any fire damage, this guy, did he? So I didn't actually remove the 10
Not
health
yet.
from last time. So he was healing up over it. Gets shot twice. And he's, I'll do you for you after. Willoughby, you're up.
I think seeing that this guy is now much closer to him than they were before, he's going to do what he did at the beginning of the fight. He's going to cast Erupting Earth on them to try to knock them back into the pit.
Okay.
Good idea.
So that'll be a dex save from them.
16.
That is my save. So I think they take half of this.
Yeah. You see,
And
dig into the ground.
in that case, either way, this square of... Hang on,
Yeah, how big is it?
Either way, this 20-foot cube here
Okay.
in front of me is going to be difficult terrain.
Okay.
Nice.
And Wilby is then going to fall back closer to the small guy
Okay.
because I don't really much care about them. I can't reach Juno because they've ran away
Yeah, it's fine.
with healing. But I can possibly, if I had done it before I moved, throw one more seedling closer to you.
It's alright. Don't worry about it, dude. Because like I know Lena and that have still taken damage as well. I've got a potion,
Okay.
so
I'm good now.
And now I'm pretty far away.
Well,
So
then I'll have a seedling go down near Eldred,
Okay.
and then I do reckon that actually I'm going to cast with my bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay.
In case this guy runs up. And that's
Shillelagh.
All right. Yeah, on his turn. It's a difficult terrain now, so it's all going to cost 10, 20, and then 5, 30. He's only going to be able to make it to here. And I'm going to roll to see if he gets his special move back. He does not. And he's going to look straight towards you, Eldred, and grab a bunch and clump of the dirt on the ground. All you had to do was mind your own business, and just throws this clump of dirt at you with advantage.
Wow,
'cause you're
man.
Poisoned.
I can't understand you.
25 to hit.
He said all you had to do was
15 points of
I don't
bludgeoning
care.
damage as you just like just slams against you.
How much?
15.
Oh, I look
okay?
bad.
There's a seed right there.
Okay.
And then a
15 concentration check.
check.
8. Nope.
Just knocks it out
Shield
of
of
you.
Faith gone.
And the Shield of Faith drops. Draven.
I am going to Panel Divinity, bonus action, Healing Will.
Here we go.
So using a smite. So basically, he holds on to his blade.
Okay.
And ironically, he drops the disguise self because I technically never did. And in his blood-covered armor, holding this terrifying blade, it basically, the blood from his body comes out and just wraps around it. And so the next time he uses Divine Smite, it will be necrotic instead of radiant damage.
Cool.
And he's just slowly walking towards this troll. And then Giant asks what he would like their final rites to be before he makes an attack.
It's courteous.
Yeah, you don't frighten me. You're just a little troll
26.
as well.
And you cut him. Yeah, that hits.
For 7 necrotic and 8 slashing, so 15.
Nice. Yeah, he goes.
And
Actually,
he
he
just kind of giggles again. Hell yeah.
He rolled a 0. He is frightened.
Oh,
He's panicking, looking up at
you don't frighten me.
You are mine.
Not
That's
true.
it.
Okay, Lena.
I'm going to steady aim the guy down by my friend Eldred.
Okay.
He's also by me too, but I'm worried about Eldred. Okay, steady aim. Click the button. 20.
20 hits.
Okay, that is for 20.
You
20,
see this
20.
big troll just leaning over towards you, Odrid. And so in his brain. And his eyes just start bleeding over.
Oh.
Falls down to the ground.
Oh, thank God.
I peek through the bushes and I just grin at Eldred. And that is my turn, because that was also my bonus action. And I can't move.
I've
Okay.
never felt more tanky in my life. Y'all just left me to fight on my own, except for Willoughby.
You're like,
I mean, you dove into a pit.
demon, like,
Dude, I
covered
was
in
literally
blood,
Yeah.
just like.
I'm out here what do you
every
want
boss
from
fight
me?
We do.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing
Juno was
fucking
one-handed
5D
control.
chess, trying to figure out how to keep all you.
Yeah, I've got no. Yeah, I
Not
do
heal
one
me
job.
once, Willoughby.
You didn't need it. You're
Yeah.
so fucking tanky somehow.
Eldred.
Do
I'm
math.
going to step on the
my head.
seed. Stomp.
Yep.
Stomp.
Heal for a cool 6.
Nice.
Cool 6.
Da, da, da. 6. And 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just stand next to my friend Lena. Thanks for killing that guy. I feel so good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
honey.
cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level. 20.
Nice. You just see some of your wounds just knit up.
Oh,
good
I'm
heal.
okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Is it in your turn? You can roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you get rid of the poison effect.
Yes.
Come on.
23.
The
Hey!
healing kind of pulls it out of you, and you can feel it, and you get like a little bit of a phlegm at the back of your throat, and you can spit it out and get rid of the last of the
Ew.
the poison. You're no longer poisoned. On the little troll's turn, he's gonna see if he regens his thing. He doesn't. Oh, it was a D6. That's fine. You would roll it. 2 anyway. He's gonna look up to you. Take a bite. With disadvantage, 16 doesn't hit. Claw attack. What your AC is higher than a 15, isn't it?
18.
Yeah, he's just swinging at you while he kind of bites. And then he's gonna take. He's gonna chance running away from you. And go 5, 10,
Oh, buddy.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Rushing up there.
Well, gonna take a swing.
Hey!
25 to hit.
Yeah, you managed to cut him in the back as he runs.
Yep. for 8 points of slashing.
8 points of slash damage. You kind of get. He would also. He didn't take any fire damage, so he knits up some of the damage before and rushes onto the northern side of the map. Juno.
So this pit is 15 foot down, isn't it?
15 foot down.
Okay. That's annoying because I can jump down fine, but it's the getting back up again that's going to be the problem. 25, 20. I want to get this guy. What would it be to climb up the sides of this, Joe? Is that like just like doing climbing difficult terrain, or is it going to be like an athletics check or something?
It'd probably be an athletics check.
Okay. All right. Well,
you can high jump up it as well. If you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I might try. Well, I can try and do that, but I've got out no key points, so my jump distance isn't going to be super high. I'm going to move. So I'm going to just jump down and run along. I have slow fall, which means I reduce falling damage by 30. Yep. So I don't know if it's even worth kind of rolling.
No. Can't do that much damage. Only 15 feet down.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, 45. And then from here, I can get to the base, and I'd have 15 feet of movement left. And then, yeah, I'm going to basically try and get up onto the other side of this platform. So just... is this athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, if you could do for me.
Cool. I do have golden wisdom, so I get to use my wisdom modifier instead. Yeah.
Nice.
And I okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able
21.
to like see. You could describe it. You describe it.
Yeah. I was going to say. Well, I was also before. I should have said it before I rolled. I was going to use my inspiration that I got from the natural one at the start of the game. So, yeah. 21. And then that would be my 15 feet of movement would basically get me to the top. Cool. That would be the last of my movement. So.
I imagine as the golden wisdom kind of grabs hold for you, like launches you up, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Okay.
And then con save. Just
con save to get rid of the.
Yeah. Still poisoned.
Still feel the poison. This guy's gonna still shoot his bow. Taking both shots, misses both of them. Just kind of firing towards him. Oh wait, no, he had advantage because he's still frightened. That's
Come
wild.
on, buddy.
315s. And if no, just misses both shots. Like, I really hate this bow. I gets frustrated at that. Willoughby.
Does this guy look like he's trying to escape the fight or get away from Draven?
He was just kind of getting away from Draven. He's still like skidded to turn around and look at everyone. He's assessing.
Okay.
He's got little rocks in his hands.
I'm guessing Juno looks like they're about to fall unconscious right back into this pit. Just from...
Well, I'm on 17.
You're at 17? I thought you were way over.
I was on 6, and then Eldred healed me. I was on 6 for a while.
It's also that now you're the closest one to this.
Yeah, but I got deflect missiles.
That is fucking true.
I can only do it once because it's reaction.
You can throw 3 pebbles.
Well, this is the last guy. Wilby is going to use a 2nd level healing word on Juno.
Okay.
Yeah. TY?
That'll be... Second level. Heal for 8.
Thank you very much.
Just because you're the lowest, we don't know what.
No, you'd heal for 11. The 3 above it is the higher level cast bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, 11. I guess I'll toss you the chalice heal as well for another 10. I'll put a seedling in front of Draven since apparently you're in so much freaking pain. You need help.
Like a spite seed.
Fix yourself up and
Amazing.
Got you, buddy.
hey, he's got your back down there. Right?
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay, Draven.
Gonna walk on the seed.
Yep, and
9 healing.
absorb the 9 healing.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you always get the full one anyways.
Yeah, I do.
It's true.
You know, that kind of fucking... If I just really dropped all of my healing onto your character, you would be getting so much fucking HP.
Yeah, he's literally unkillable.
I mean, the side note, Vampiric Bite is something that I roll to see how much I heal, and it says whenever I roll, I get the max heal. I'm a monster, like literally and figuratively. which is why it's great that it's controlled. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, and
Okay. Give advantage.
Draven's kind of like cackling, like
Okay.
laughing his head off. 15 miss.
Send that one.
Kind of
And then raises his head to see if another one's coming. Gets hit by it.
what?
Only 1.4 force damage.
Oh yeah, it's worth it. It's
Range damage is not Draven's speciality, but it still hits. And he rolled very low on the Eldritch Blast for some reason. Anything else?
Make that wisdom save, Joe.
Oh, you're absolutely right. If he maintains it. That'd be still scared. He cannot
He's gonna have
towards
nightmares about me.
you. He might not sleep again.
If he lives.
Literally.
Yeah, right.
Lena.
I'm going to move up a little bit so that I am in range, which I now am. And then I'm going to be like, hey man, don't go anywhere. The Psychic Blade.
Okay.
But I will turn off the advantage.
No, you have advantage. He's frightened.
Oh, he's frightened. I forgot. Just kidding. I will leave it on. 24. Good thing.
Hits.
17.
17. He's looking hurt.
And then I'm going to bonus action do it again. 22.
22 hits.
For only 3.
Okay.
Oh, it was better sneak. That sucks.
3 points of damage. Nice.
And that is what I'm going. That's it. That's my deal.
Eldred.
I'll just casually start walking forward a little bit and just throw out a guiding bolt.
Let's go.
18 to hit, 22
Hits.
radiant.
Damn.
22.
That's like
What?
almost
What? He's got
He
to be
is.
dead.
Let me just check.
Yeah.
He's one little
That's
baby
6,
hand
6,
waving.
5, 5. That's nuts.
Do you want to describe
it-
how you killed the last of the trolls? As he kind of looks ahead and goes, racks his head around the knife and then looks forward.
Well, I'm just getting over these, still stitching up my wounds and just walking a little bit far. I see like most everyone's got it handled, but I'll just just throw a ball of dark light towards him, not realize that it is as powerful as it is. And
Yeah.
I guess it hits him in the
It
back
almost
of the
it
head.
almost
He's
catches
running.
some of the kind of shadow that it's going underneath the monolith and grows. And as it burns, you just see like most of his face just burns off and just
But
falls
also
down
cool.
smoking on the ground, dead.
Oh,
I have a
Oh,
question to
shit.
ask right
Good
now.
one.
This is to the party. So we didn't use fire. Will he come back? If so, is it morally wrong to put a stake through his heart so I have a consistent blood supply? Because he's small enough to carry.
stake through his heart. What do you think he
Like,
is?
are you going to carry him on your shoulders or like in a
Right.
bed? Like,
You want to turn him into an infinite supply of drinks for you?
Yes. Is that by
It
what you all
feels-
consider morally wrong?
that one feels like it crosses a line to me, but everybody else can weigh in.
It's been like 6 seconds at least. Is he stirring? Is it stitching up?
He stops stirring, regains 10 health.
Stab him.
You stab
God
him.
damn it.
Go for the
Yeah.
attack.
Hell yeah. Is he prone?
Yep. He's just
Hell yeah.
healing up.
24 to hit,
24 hits.
7 points slashing.
He would technically still be awake. So you stab into him, and he leans over, and goes,
Get this blade out of me.
kind of grabs
I'm
for
just
the blade.
leaving it. I'm leaving it. I'm holding it in. Like, we can have a contested
If you can hold
strength
against him,
check,
yeah, okay, contested,
Yeah.
okay. Actually, he'll go
19.
He'll go for acrobatics, try and pull away from it. Yeah, you manage to hold him down into the ground. He goes,
Hey, shut up. Grown-ups are talking. So. No.
You haven't had any issue getting blood up until now, and I know that for a fact. So I don't exactly want you to be carrying around a living, screaming creature for what I can only assume would be the rest of our trip. up north at minimum.
Yeah.
Plus, this
Okay.
one's loud. I can't understand what they're saying. And that honestly is more unsettling to me.
Yeah, okay.
I think we kill them.
It feels easier, like, I'll just give you some blood or something if you need some. Like, that feels easier than, like, you know what I mean?
All right.
More of his wounds start to knot over.
All
I
right.
think we'll
Cut his head off.
just produce flame on them and
Okay.
just tries to get rid of this guy. It's an 18
18 hits.
for 12
Please do 3
fire.
damage.
12 fire. He's extremely hurt. Just burn on the guy.
I'll just kind of like
Okay.
cleaver chop.
No roll needed.
Nat 20, 27.
Yeah. You slice it off. The
Yeah.
fire causes his body not to regen anymore. And he lies permanently dead.
I'll walk over to the captive.
Just
Oh
before
yeah,
you-
there's a person here.
We'll take a 5-minute break there just to quickly
All
use
right.
the loo quickly, and then we'll come back
Good
and finish
idea.
up after that. All right, everyone, you can go get
I'm
your
gonna make
drinks.
a cup of tea.
Yeah, get yourself a cup of tea, and we'll be back in 5. Good job on
Shit,
the
no,
on the
I
cover.
want a cup of tea.
Go.
Go get one.
Yeah, go
Like,
get one.
oh, man.
Okay, chat, get yourselves drinks and whatnot. I'm going to refill my water, and then we'll get back to the later half of this episode. Okay. Just gonna wind back into things. Just waiting for the last two to arrive back, and then we'll get back into things. All right.
It's tea in packaged
Okay.
form.
Hello. Hello.
Tea plus hobnob.
Fuck yeah,
Oh, what a
dude.
combo. That's a great combo.
I'm sorry I asked. Now I'm so sad.
In America, they don't have
Alright.
hobnobs, do they? Unless you have to go out seeking for them.
I go to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
you go
store.
to a specific store for them. They're so good. Such a unique biscuit. Amazing.
I'm looking that up right now. Oh,
I love a hobnob.
yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely try and buy some. They're good.
The Odie one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These ones have chocolate on them.
Oh, they're the double whammy. Yeah, it's the way to be. So winding back into things, you've just killed all three of them of the trolls. They're all kind of burning piles and just kind of smoldering. You see as their bodies slowly break away and can almost bubble over, and then within seconds, being the middle of the day, you see the bodies of the trolls mold together and turn into small rock formations, each of their body sealing over and becoming stone. The captive near you, as you kind of head over, he kind of holds out your bow. Pass it back to you.
I'll take it.
Not really my style.
Sorry, if I had known where yours was, if it was close.
No,
it was
no,
good though.
not
You
yours,
got a
not
couple
You to
shots.
blame. Thanks so much for all that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
I'm gonna run them pockets, Joe.
you gonna do what, sorry? Oh, through the...
I'm gonna loot them.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
can they be looted? They turn into rocks?
You can roll an investigation check to see if you can quickly do it.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I'll do it.
I can help with that as well.
Hell yeah, that'd be an 18.
23.
As you see them kind of stealing over as rock, you notice that they don't really keep anything on them at all. Indicative that they must keep things off their body if they carry any goods, because of the fact that if one of them was to die, they could lose it all to the kind of formation of rock. So if they have loot, it's currently not on their bodies.
Makes sense.
The captive looks
Interesting.
across all of you. Well, my appreciation about that.
You
Where's
gonna
the
lead us to
stash?
their stuff?
Oh,
As
right.
a
I
thank
did
you?
say that, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. Who's good
I
at
say in
digging?
common, even though. Well, I'd say that to his head, actually.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
Did
sure
he say
this guy
he's
can
good
speak
at
common
digging?
or not.
Yeah, he did.
He starts speaking in common. Don't worry, I speak your tongue as well. But I appreciate it regardless. Very kind
The
of you.
stash is underground. It's in a hole.
He takes you
What's
over
your
to what you would see on the left side of the map is these kind of massive piles of dirt. You know, they started burying and throwing it over their own stuff, really. So it's on the top pile, right at the bottom. He looks towards you, Dream. What did you say to me?
What's your name?
Toki, one of the finest archers in all of the land.
What did he say his name was?
Toki, Palna hyphen Toki.
How come you called my bow modern? Like, what do you usually use?
Well, mine's a little bit more like a slingshot, but it's... I shoot it out of my belly. Around it.
You shoot it out of your... Do you have baby hands, too?
Sorry?
You know, the little baby hands. Like, like, do you have extra hands come out of to shoot the...
No, I don't grow anything like that. No, I wrap it around and I use my belly as kind of a slingshot device. I'm very accurate, though. I'm very good. It's less of a bow and more of a slingshot.
Got it. Okay.
Well...
They didn't use any shovels? That sucks.
No, you're going to have to dig through that pile. I mean, I don't mind giving you a hand. I don't actually grow very big,
like, your stuff is in there too, though, so, like, you should probably help, right? Like, it should be a group effort, not like...
Oh, true. Okay. And he walks over towards the pile and just starts grabbing, like, handfuls of the dirt and throwing it back into the hole. Well, I appreciate it regardless. Sorry?
Graves just digging.
Okay. Yeah,
going to help with my -1.
Athletics checks if you're going to be helping.
Oh, yeah.
I'll roll one for
Sure,
you as
I'll
well.
help.
All of it comes down.
Oh shit, I got a 17.
Okay,
What?
yeah, you can just keep mage hands and the dirt back. Well, yeah, you kind of get into the motion of it, Lena. And then begin like kind of pulling away at the dirt and getting rid of something. If you have a shovel, by the way, you can give yourself a +5 to it.
I don't know. Do I have a shovel? Who knows?
But each of you start working on the hole, kind of digging through it at the same time.
No.
Feel free to take all this stuff. If we find my bow, though, Darcy, don't rob me. Obviously, I can't stop you, but seem like decent folk.
As a point, Juno's not over there. By the
Okay.
way, she's not settled on anything. I sent you a DM.
I sent me a DM. Okay. He just continues digging into the ground.
So who's their their leader, their chief or whatever? What's their name? How far away are they? Like, what's the deal? Oh, I should tell everybody else what he did to get stuck in the hole. It's pretty good.
Well, what's he like? Which question do you want me to answer first?
How far? Do you know about how far away he is in case we
about
run
3
into them?
miles
And then
to the west.
okay,
the hills.
then we just don't go that way. And then now tell my friends what he did. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, no, I had an apple on top of his head. He said I couldn't shoot it off. I did. He didn't like that because I was wagering away, well, kind of his entire home, but, he didn't want to pay up, so he took these boys and told me that he was going to bury me in the deepest hole in the earth. And I said, you're going to need a very big hole then, especially to fit me in, as I can grow up to 100 feet tall.
That was a good lie. Wait a minute. He wagered this whole house. Are you going to go find him and be like, hey, man,
Well,
give me
yes,
your house? Good for you.
I have to. This time I'll be a bit more prepared as soon as I get my bow back. Continues digging. Who's not over by the pile?
Well, he's not helping dig a hole.
Juno, do you want to describe what Willoughby would see with you?
Yeah. Juno is doubled over, on the ground. Her lips are blue. Her fingers, her skin is super blue and pale, like she's freezing cold, and she's shivering uncontrollably. And hasn't said a word or done anything. Since the end of that fight, since the last troll dropped, hasn't spoken or said anything.
Juno?
And she should hear mumbling of just trying to speak but unable, alive, not in pain, not harmed, kneeling, healing, but as if she's freezing cold, as if she's got hypothermia or something, freezing cold.
I think Wildy would still do a medicine check.
Yeah.
Immediately. 21.
Yeah, I think you would pick up that she's all of the body heat is just gone out of her. All of her body heat is gone. She's been in a freezing cold weather for a while. So all the fire that she pulled into her hands is literally she burnt up her own body heat doing it. And so she's shivering, freezing cold. She probably just needs warming up. She probably just needs
Okay, if that's from that medicine check what it seems like, then I think Wildy would use produce flame to make a fire.
Yeah.
Next to you.
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
Go get Eldred.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going to come and give you a fur pelt to wrap around your back.
Thank you. and just like kind of huddles into it and like pulls the blanket over and like gets near the fire. So sorry, we'll help dig, but I can't move.
So is this a side effect of what you did during the fight?
I think so. I needed to turn my dialogus to fire, and the only thing I knew, the only heat I had was my blood and my heart and my body. So I pulled it from that. I think I did too much.
Have you ever done that before?
Okay. No. I've never seen anyone do that with their dialogus before. She's just like starting to like warm up now and sort of being able to like pull it back together, but like just for a moment was like incapacitated by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, you don't forget to step on that seed before we go, okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not too badly hurt now, and the poison's worn off, but I just need to warm up. I'll be with you in a second. Thank you for noticing. I just couldn't say. I was so cold I couldn't even talk. Thanks. She's just like got like Eldred's like really like pulling Eldred's blanket around and huddling close to like Willoughby's fire, and like genuinely is like looking up at the two of them like, thank you for healing me. That troll was a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah, it's bad. Thank you. I'll be with you in a minute. I just need to warm up a little.
Okay.
I think Willoughby would probably stick around Juno while they continue to dig.
I'll go back to mage handling dirt, barely doing anything.
But by the end of your kind of mage handling, you'd come across this at the bottom, a grotesque kind of sealant on top of it, which is kind of made out of saliva and kind of other just a slimy material, which you'd probably best not to learn its origin from. You can see stuck to the ground are a series of items and loot. I've just done some rolls to see what you've got. Initially, you'd find as you kind of push away the dirt there, kind of stacked together is 275 pieces of gold. Kind of almost clustered together in this kind of slime pocket. Along with that, you'd see a couple of spell scrolls that are kind of weaved in there. There's a kind of a glass decanter as well, kind of stuck against some of the others. There's 2 pairs of gloves. One's more gauntlets than anything else, with kind of a series of just kind of hardened patterns across it. And the other one are kind of rough-looking gloves with rectangular, almost cuboid finger holes in them. And then also, finally, you have a pair of goggles on there, which have kind of almost like eagle print and small little wings that come off the corners of them. Here's it.
Gold gloves and goggles?
Gold,
gloves,
gauntlets,
spell
and
scrolls.
goggles,
and
decanter, spell scrolls. Yeah.
He goes, and spell
Decanter doesn't start with G.
He looks down.
Start putting stuff in a bag. Shopping, baby.
Wait,
My bow's not
your
here.
bow's not here?
No, we kept it. Right. Well,
Is
I'm gonna
it
go get it back.
in the house?
Yeah, I'll be over in his home. I have to sort that one out. Well, I mean, you can take the rest of this stuff if you want.
All right.
By all means, those 3 probably aren't using it.
That's true.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Archerman.
Oh, yes.
This big the monolith here. What is it? What's all
doesn't
this?
look like the
What's
other
this thing about?
ones.
Do you know what it is?
Well, of
How
course.
come it's floating?
Oh, because I mean, most souls are pretty light. You know. Yes, of course I do. This is what happened to Iovol's population after they stood up to the gods.
Iovol's.
I'm sorry?
Iovol?
Iovol. Oh, you're from the south, aren't you? All of you.
I'm not from here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really from the south, but I'm not from very close to
Iowa?
here. I'm
Yes,
from near
Iowa.
Fiersvettler.
Northwest of here, it's a ruin now.
When did this happen?
Oh, must have been a decade or so ago. When it was when the portals were first opened up. When the Midgardians were forced to go and invade Bestelgaia the first time. You don't know what happened.
What
Gonna
did-
sit down like
did the-
immediately.
No, I
And
don't.
You
Can you
wouldn't
tell
have
us?
to roll a perception check to see that something has just extremely distressed Will.
We'll be okay. You know this place?
I knew it. I have to be honest, I frankly didn't want to go into the hills because it would be resulting in us passing by my hometown. And I didn't really want to deal with that nostalgia.
Willoughby, I'm so sorry.
I grew up in Iowa, and the majority of my records and property when I was alive was in Iowa. And this is news to me.
I can't imagine.
What happened?
Well, when the first connection happened and they wanted to get some revenge for the poisoning of Yggdrasil, the gods thought, why waste the Iron Hajar when we might need them for Ragnarok? So they came across all of the different towns and they asked people to gather up and march into the portals to attack Mesogaia when they invaded from the north. And Ivor were very close to the gods. They were probably the gods' favourites out here, as they were the most devoted, and when Odin was told no by them, he decided to make an exception.
Out of all of them?
Yes.
That makes sense, I know.
He usually would unleash Thor on those he's not too happy with, but he decided to do this one himself with the old magic he so bravely wields. And that monolith right there is about every single soul that was inside that town. He said even hell wasn't good enough for them.
Can we get them out somehow? Can we do something?
Sure. You want to be right on the top of Odin's hit list. You be my guest, but I'll be miles that way if you decide to do that one. Must be a few thousand souls in there.
And when did this happen?
Oh,
10 years ago.
whenever the...
From the sounds of...
I don't really keep track of time, but it was when the first... when both sides first collided.
Poisoning.
Is the town still there? And just the people were...
Town's
Or-
still there for the most part. It's kind of a ruin. All sorts of things. And
Yeah,
most people avoid it now because
that makes sense.
it's best to, pass on by it.
It's kind of Juno's looking at Willoughby like, do you want us to stop this kind of conversation? We stop talking about this kind of thing, like trying to get a read on him and make sure he's okay.
I think Willoughby is processing anyone he knew when he was a human is long gone.
Yeah.
But like he had a family.
Yeah.
There's a potential that people that he was connected to their souls are in a giant obelisk. But I think he'd be just very, very quiet at this point. I don't think he'd be saying much.
Yeah. And Juno just puts like a hand on his shoulder and just sort of stays with him. Sort of maybe kind of the cloak kind of. This is what Odin does to people that I will never understand it.
I'll sit down next to Willoughby. That is what they all do. My entire town, same thing. That is their move. That is what they do. They have such power and the, maturity of a child, of a toddler. And if they are crossed and they don't, this is it, they lash out.
To your home as well, you said?
It was store for my home, but it was the same thing. The entire town was gone. That is, I was not there that day. That is how I lost my husband and my daughter. I did not know where they were. Everybody was gone. The town is gone. There's nothing there. It was swept away. That is what they do when they are mad. We were in the crossfire. There wasn't even mad at us. It was an argument between him and Loki, and I'm sorry, Willoughby.
Well, it's not like I probably know anyone in there anyways.
Doesn't matter, it's still terrible.
I would have preferred to hear that my old town was still alive and well.
There was a
I
connection.
just never expected.
Yeah.
Most things have stayed remarkably the same in many ways since I died. So I just assumed this would too.
Yeah.
But as I said, the town's still there. No one really lives there, or no civilized folk. If you do pass on by.
Would you like to do that, Willoughby?
We might
Does
be
it
able
help?
to find records, names. Maybe we can pull souls from the monolith, restore them to life or something. I don't know. But maybe.
Well, you heard him. We try to pull any souls out of this, Odin's going to kill us.
One day I'm going to teach Odin what it means to pick on someone who can fight back. One day.
I think maybe this is right. Another reason to find the Grey Sisters, see what happened, to make ourselves stronger, and then we fix this.
Yeah.
You're planning to fix this.
Yeah, come on, how hard can it be? Take some souls out of an obelisk that is floating and magical and put here by Odin, and then we let them out. It seems like a shitty place for them to be stuck in, right?
Even if we can't fix this, I'm getting sick of hearing about these gods who can do whatever they want and nobody holds them accountable. I'm getting sick of hearing about gods who can take away families, who can take away homes. Somebody needs to teach them a lesson. Somebody needs to show them that their actions have consequences.
Agreed.
To look over at the captive and roll an insight check to see how he feels about that. Even though I'm bad at it. A 20.
It's kind of like a curiosity in his eyes. A small smile hits the edge of his lips. He nods his head. You know, the gods don't really like trolls too much. We're not really favoured all that well, and we're some of the only souls that never end up in either of their homes. They have no idea where we go. Probably why they don't like us too much. But I often sometimes find myself counting down the days to Ragnarok. Just because it would be very curious to see expressions on their faces when they know that they have to face the same mortalities we do. If you do go knocking that thing down, be careful though. I mean, it's pretty well chained up, but floated too close to Fenrir, he might try and play fetch.
Keep that in mind.
Thanks for telling us. What happened?
Well, thanks. If you ever need my bow, I owe you a big favor. I can fire that thing from 1,000 feet away if you need it. I'm a good shot. I'm so sorry about all of your woes. I have very little in the way of counsel or comfort to give you, but I will say this. I've traveled a bit around the north. There are so many that share the same words you do, but usually they always start with, I wish someone would do something. Not they plan to. So, it's nice to hear a little bit of action taken. I want to see a troll about a bow, so...
Sorry, we can't help you further.
Oh,
We've got
I
a
wouldn't
lot
ask.
of other business.
You...
Good luck.
I can take care of it. Besides, they're his 3 favorites, so... I'm sure we won't have too much difficulty. Next time I see you, I should have everything back to normal. Thank you again. And he begins his journey into the woodlands west, heading back towards the mountains.
He was unexpectedly nice.
Yeah. I hope he's genuine.
So
He
do I.
felt genuine.
Felt it. We should probably go, right? Get on the road. Get away from here.
I think
Unless
so.
you want to take some more time, Willoughby, but
No, I want to get away from here.
let's go.
Okay.
Start splitting up the money on the walk.
I'm going to
55 each.
just stay by the obelisk for a minute after everyone else goes.
You hear the whispering of the... Not a blizzard, but a few thousand souls that never got their peace.
I'm going to take out my coin and flip it between my fingers for a minute as I look at the obelisk. Wouldn't it be something to break these souls out of a cage that can't be broken into? Wouldn't it be something to outwit the one who put them here? Interesting. As I flip the coin back and forth.
It always lands on the same side every time you have this thought.
Put it in my pocket and join the others.
You continue your journey. A couple more days to pass towards Burka. If there's anything you want to do during those days, let me know. Otherwise, it'd be a peaceful journey through the woodland.
Draven's gonna be messing with like the goggles, the gauntlets, the gloves.
Yeah, every short
Decanter,
rest
see
you
if-
can do a kind of an identification check, but it won't find any curses if there are curses on items doing it that way without using magic. But you
Totally
can
fine.
do it that way. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna mess around with stuff. He's not talking much after
Yeah.
that whole discussion.
I think it's a
Dra-
pretty somber journey for all of us. I think.
Yeah.
Draven doesn't get involved in God talk.
Before I send out those items to you, then you
If
pass
it's cursed, just
northward.
curse me.
That's great. Passing for a few days. Eventually, you would see the sight of Burka in the distance. Burka is this much larger city. You'd be passed by a few villages on the way there and hamlets, again, formulating more of a road that kind of comes out now jagged, almost like rivers pouring away from a lake now, where you can see all different actual portions of civilization that are growing away from Burka. As Burka is a massive trade city. Burka is the first city that you've seen. One of the oldest cities in all of Midgard. Many roads running out of it, most of them going north, some of them going south. It's built onto a massive statue, a huge one that goes up into the sky, pouring from an urn, or a vase, more like. It's this massive kind of waterfall, an unnatural waterfall that pours down into a lake at the bottom of Burka, where you can see several ships are docked into it. And the massive statue is that of Frigga, wife to Odin. The whole city is designed to be against the statue. A lot of it built around the base, some of it actually built up and around the statue itself. Never going higher than her waist, but high enough that you've almost kind of got buildings which almost block out any lower portion of the statue, making the town or city look like a flowing dress that's coming out of it. And this massive waterfall kind of creates a beautiful trickling sound and kind of splashing sound that echoes for miles away from Burka. But your road doesn't necessarily have to lead through Burka. You have business past it. You can pass through. To ask you as a party. Where do you intend on going?
Man.
Well, I feel like we should stop here.
It would be nice to
See what
hear
they
rumors, see
have.
what is going on. I would like to, maybe if they have, I mean, it is a city. I'm assuming they have at least one apothecary, right? I would like to get a bottle of bittersweet if we can, because we need it for the thing. Restock.
I'd like better armor, and I'm sure we can find a tooth.
At least one, right?
If we go to a fighting pit, for example.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah, I want to try and find some training and things if we can.
Do you want to stop? Are you okay?
We can stop here.
Okay. Let's do that then.
The roads of heroes come with many adventures, ones which will leave you with happiness, but others that leave you with sorrow. A reminder that though there are good gods, there's an equal amount of bad ones. You learned after saving a life of the sacrifice of many more who stood against the gods. And despite that, you still journey forward knowing you plan to do the same. So you stop and you wander towards Burka. One of your many next stops on your journey to defy Odin. That's all end tonight's episode, but I will give you some of the uncommon magic items you got from a selection of
Hey!
Man.
There are some cool little official ones. You've got the Eyes of the Eagle, which if you're not familiar with them, while you wear them, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks to rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. So exceptional.
Nice.
Telescope goggles.
Telescope goggles.
Oh, that is pretty sweet.
The decanter, I'm guessing you guys all know what this one is. It's the decanter of endless water. You find yourself a beautiful little decanter that is pretty considerable. If you don't know what it is, just to speed you along, you can look this one up.
I feel like Willoughby has to have that. It's the only thing he drinks.
That's true. Yeah.
Willoughby gets the decanter.
Everything he can swim.
Portable lake for Willoughby.
Yeah.
The gauntlets.
That's not fair. Draven just wanted a blood bag. Now will we get the endless water flask?
The decanter of endless bloodbath will come at some point. You got the gauntlets of ogre power as well.
I was thinking.
Which
yeah.
pretty powerful. Basically, just set your strength score to 19 as long as you're attuned to them. And then finally, a custom item. You got the gloves of cube craft, which is a little playful item. Uncommon. If someone wants to read it, you can read
For
it.
God's sake. Joe.
I feel like given what Mark was streaming earlier, maybe Mark should read it.
It's true.
These gloves are clunky and uncomfortable to wear. The finger holes are cuboid in shape, and the palms on both hands have 9 protruding 1-inch wooden pins coming out of them. These gloves have 5 uses. You can use your bonus action to expend a use and remove 1 cubic meter block from any non-magical material. This can't be used to target creatures. If you remove the support foundations of a building, tree, or natural construct, it will continue to stand without the support for 24 hours or until it's fixed. While you wear the gloves, the cubes weigh 1/10 of their original weight, as long as you keep both hands on it, and you can move the cube up to 15 feet from its original position before it reverts to its original weight. They regain 1d4 charges at dawn. You might as well have made it a fucking pickaxe, dude.
I thought about it.
That's funny.
I thought about it.
Minecraft gloves.
This is a Minecraft thing.
It's a Minecraft thing.
It's a Minecraft thing. Yeah, essentially, if you want to
Bust
build your
into
own little
somewhere
box and
that's
stuff.
like a cubic foot.
Yeah, I was going to say, you
wall.
for Lena, like sneaking into buildings, you can
Yeah,
make
hey,
a doorway, right? Like,
These are my favorite magical
Yep.
items because, like,
Dude,
I'll
these
be like,
sound great.
"Oh,
I
this
love
is
them.
harmless," and then find out the most crazy
Like,
shit that gets pulled off by
yeah.
you guys. So yeah,
That's
just
cool.
a few little uncommon items to have along the way.
Sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one to see what you guys get up to with some of those.
yeah. Those are
Well,
cool.
that's the end of episode 28. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. I appreciate it, as per usual. A pretty sorrowful ending, but you are in the north
great
now,
session,
technically.
Joe. Yeah, dude,
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, I love
Awesome
everything you
session.
guys decided.
It was a cool combat and then a really cool ending.
It was sick, and I love the way you all kind of dealt with that combat, with the way you kind of feared up the north ones, dodged around, and also especially the use of the changing of rules. That was cool. That's exactly what it was kind of
very
intended
cool.
for. Just cool moments like that.
Yeah. Super
Burka
cool,
is
man.
technically the kind of the point of which you were in the north. It's considered northward from Burka upwards. So welcome to the north. There's plenty to see up here. Probably far more in the north than in the south, especially in terms of just snow and those who live among it.
Cool.
We'll be back next week for episode 29. But before we do, let's do some shout outs to all of you. Let's start and go around from... let's go to the base of the tree. Go tomato upward.
Confusing when you do that.
I know, yeah, that's why I do it. Twitch.tv/tomato. He's probably going to
He's
be
too
playing
sad.
Hey.
He can't.
It's true. Yeah, this week he can't say it. He shout himself up because he's too sad this week. Let's go right, left. OG.
What's up? I'm OLG. I don't know if you guys have heard of this show. It's called MILF Manor. It's amazing. I'd like to use my shout out opportunity to discuss the fact that I live tweeted it when we watched it.
Sure.
So you know how I say that I don't really
You
like
don't know MILF
stream a
Manor?
lot. Mark, we're
Myth
gonna have a
Manor?
talk.
But-
MILF. MILF.
Oh, no,
like,
it was. I did hear
yeah.
you right the first
Yeah,
time.
it's MILF. It's
Okay.
MILF Manor. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to watch it because Joe and I are gonna watch every episode, and I'm gonna tweet the shit out of it. So if you don't want to watch it, you could just follow my Twitter. I'm gonna tell you every goddamn thing that happens, and it will be glorious. That's my
true.
shout out.
That's true.
Also, I might stream at some point.
Not stream MILF
soon.
Manor. No.
But not MILF
No,
Manor,
no,
because
no.
that would like be bad. Like I
But
don't
yeah,
want
you
to
get DMCA strike for MILF
like,
Manor. So
we could
worst way to lose your
talk-
channel.
We could talk about MILF Manor though.
That's true.
So that's me.
true. Brizzy.
Next.
You know, Brizzy voices. Thanks.
Yep, Twitch.tv/Brizzy Voices. Are you going to be playing Portal 2 soon?
Yeah, I'm almost halfway through Portal 2 right
Oh,
now.
did you already start? Damn, I got to go from the
Yeah.
beginning. It's good. I really like the game.
It's getting crazy.
It's a great thing.
It does.
It's really fun. Mark.
Hello. Sherlock Humes _ on Twitch. Sherlock _ Humes on Twitter. High Rollers D&D. Sundays before God Forged.
Also, Mark streams a lot more now. He's doing a lot more just
Yeah,
chatting
this
stuff.
year.
He's
I'm
talking about
trying.
everything.
I'm trying this year. Yeah. Trying to this year.
You've done good so far. I've seen you stream like at least like 5 or 6 times in the last like, couple of weeks. It's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like 3 days a week. That's what I'm kind of aiming for. So and then do other stuff. So yeah.
Cool. Gabe.
Gabe Jim's games across the internet. I've got games up on Patreon. Talking about all kinds of nonsense on Twitter. Ideas on TikTok. I'm probably on social media, so
yeah, that's true. It's
a
easier to
shame,
stay where you
but-
are at this point. Yeah.
yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yep, that's me.
Other than that, yeah, you can find me on this channel. I do Godforge on Sundays after High Rollers. On this channel, we're on episode 120 this week. And then also have a show called Snail Blazers, which is a speedrunning show. We're on episode 3 next Wednesday, and they're going to be racing Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which is a fun little ridiculous game, which will it's good fun. Just come by on Wednesdays to see that at 8 p.m. GMT. Other than that, there is a Discord where you can go and talk about the episode and whatnot, and a Patreon in case you want to see anything behind the scenes. But alas, that is the end of tonight's episode, so we shall see you next week for episode 29. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for coming out and watching. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.